Nice.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
What's up, timeless gamers? Welcome to the Timeless Gamers Show, where our bodies and our minds may grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain timeless. Previously on TGS, we were giving our live reactions to the 2026 game showcases. If you want to check out that episode, head on over to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. If you enjoyed that discussion, follow us on your preferred social media platform by searching Timeless Gamers Show. Additionally, our newest podcast, or Taco Nuts, or an anime podcast, had its first episode last week, so be sure to catch that every third Saturday of the month. To everyone watching live or tuning in via the podcast, thanks for joining us, listening wherever you are. We really do appreciate your company. In this episode, we are taking a look at some PS2 launch titles. We're talking Rumble Boxing, Eternal Ring, Fantavision, Gran Turismo 3, Midnight Club, and many, many more. If you played any of those games, or any other PC2 game for that matter, let us know in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm Soravi, your show captain for this episode. Actually, no, I'm not your show captain, sorry. But let me introduce you to the rest of the TGS crew. First up, Sir Juan.
Whoa. Picked on early. Haha. What's up, everybody? Well, thank you for tuning into this episode where we are going to be covering, I say, a handful of the launch titles for PS2. So if you guys have any comments, questions about what we're talking about, shoot them. We're here to answer as much as we can.
Thank you, Sir Juan. Thank you. And
oh no, don't shoot them. Just type it in.
Shout out
God,
to
God forbid, we don't want any shootings around here.
yes, very true. Shout out.
I'm going to go Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean?
Mr. Bean. You never watched the Mr. Bean movie?
yeah, I remember that. That was funny. I want to shout out to Sir Dan and Sir Viraj in the comment section. Next up, Sir Joel.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. This is Joel here on the Timeless Gamer Show. Really raring to talk about PlayStation 2 launch titles. For those of you who were alive or there during the launch of it, PS2 was hype. Everybody was coming out of the PS1 mania. Really looking forward to the PS2. We are going to be looking at the games that launched with the console. You guys might remember them. You might remember getting them when you got your PS2. Hey, stick around. Let's talk about it here in the chats, not just in live, but also during the replays. We'll try to answer every comment as they come. Back to you, RB.
Thank you, Sir Joel. And last but not least, Sir Joe.
What up, peeps? Timeless Gamer Show, episode 181. We're talking. We're gonna talk about like these guys mentioned, the PlayStation 2 launch battles. Okay. Wow. Going back to what 2001. Ooh, was it like so many moons ago? Well, when the PS2 launched at back in 2001. It's like how many years now?
When
like
you think
20,
about it, it's a quarter of a decade already. 25 years ago. A quarter of a century. Sorry, quarter of a century ago already.
Long time. Yeah.
I mean, the PlayStation 2 is old enough to drink.
Yep. Absolutely.
vote.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into it.
Well, how
Thank
do
you,
you
Sergio. I
guys
think-
play? How do you guys play your PS2 titles?
How do you what?
How do you play your PS2 titles?
How do I play my PS2 titles? Oh, I'm
with a
too
PS2
old.
controller.
Back
Yes.
then.
No, right now.
Like
Since
right
we had to
now.
do
Right now.
reviews.
Well, I mean, the truth is, I'm too old to haul out the old PS2. I still can, but I prefer larger screens, which the PS2 cannot output to HDMI. I just,
Converter.
yeah,
Converter.
I mean, sure, there's this cart converter or whatever those things are that Joe is an expert on, but I don't want to go through all down that rabbit hole. I just, I just emulate it because of the fact that my old eyes would rather have it in a large 65-inch screen and in higher definition. These new emulators are amazing. PCSX2, it upscales it to a point where it almost looks like a modern machine. It looks like a modern production. Check it out.
4K. Like
Mm.
literally, that's why everything PS2 down. Like I run on my PC,
There you go. That's it.
running everything in 4K. So like, dude,
Mm.
playing Madden in fucking 4K, dude, is
That's it.
amazing.
Yeah.
But I also
It-
use a nice handy dandy Xbox controller though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Same. I personally I prefer wired Xbox controller on my on my on
360
my yes.
controller.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you never worry about power running out, and of course the offset thumbsticks are such a comfort.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
rechargeable battery, it lasts me a while.
There's also that. Yeah. Mhm.
So are you playing as we're doing episodes? Really? Because
well,
it's turned on.
well, no. It's wired controllers are connected to the PC, so they're always on. But yeah.
How about you, Sir RV? How do you play your PlayStation 2 games? Lately.
On the laptop with an Xbox 360 controller.
Nice. There you go. See, we're all. on
I'm
the same
surrounded by heretics,
yes.
not keeping the
Absolutely.
faith. This is how you play a PlayStation 2 with an
Yes.
actual PlayStation 2. God damn it!
Well, that's
See right
the
there.
thing. We
All right.
we do respect the OG hardware players. It's just that like again for people like me who are old, I always prefer convenience. I
Unlike me, I'm not that old, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Joe
I'm
is
not that old. I'm
Joe
not
is
that
young.
lazy. I will hawk in all of the hardware that I have because I want to make sure that they're still working.
Joe
Okay.
is actually the kind of person who does replace his own lenses on his PS2. So props to him. He's that good. What can I say?
I've never had any.
I'm
issues
the
with
one who
replacing
would
lenses.
replace my PlayStation 2 with another PlayStation 2.
Hey, I got a PlayStation 2 when it launched for $50. All right. And then
Really? How?
when that PlayStation 2 finally
Whoa.
gave out, I had a good friend who worked at GameStop. I bought another PS2 and he just swapped it out.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you're one of those people. Okay, got it.
He told me because I was gonna ask him if he had any. He was like, dude, he's like, just bring yours. He's like, I'll swap it out. It's like, yeah,
I see. So he's one of those people. I know those kinds of people. I used to work at GameStop too. Anyway, all right. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of the show.
Let's do
Who's show
this.
captain this week? All right. Nobody wants to be show captain. I'll do it. Okay, fine.
I'll do it.
Oh, sure. RV will do it. Okay, there you go. Sounds good.
The
Okay.
voice of the Lord.
Yes. All right, go for
So,
it, RV.
I think maybe Sir Joel, you should go first with your first game, I believe. So,
All right, sure. Okay.
Let's kick
All
off.
right. So, let's see. For my first game, it's going to be Let's start nice and easy. Fantavision. For those of you who are not familiar with Fantavision, it is basically the PlayStation 2's launch title that tries to go into the puzzle Tetris type of gameplay. Of course, everybody knows what Tetris is. If blocks fall from the ceiling, they drop into position, they disappear. This time, though, PlayStation 2 went into full let's go crazy mode. And Fantavision is that game. It's about setting off fireworks that get shot into the sky. You have this little cursor that you have to click on the fireworks as they shoot up in the sky. The fireworks have a very limited time, as real fireworks are, flying up into the sky. And when they're in the air, you have the chance to click in them using your cursor and detonate them in a manner that is pleasing to the eye. Plus, it adds to the points that you have. Points and a some kind of fever meter. I forget the name of it. Once you fill up the fever meter, for lack of a better term, because it slipped my mind completely right now, like star mine. It's a star mine meter. Once you hit that, then special fireworks do fly up in the air, and you do the same thing. But you have to make that. It's very very short in terms of time, and that gives you high scores. When you click on each firework, some of them have to be clicked in a particular color sequence. So green to green to green, or blue to each one, blue, 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 purple. But there are moments where you can move the cursor into a different type of firework, which is a special one that releases a power up or a boost, shall we say, and that allows you to jump into a different color. That's the strategic part of it. When you detonate the fireworks, number one, it's very pleasant to look at. You are technically, well, not technically, your point of view is that of moving across a cityscape usually, and because fireworks are usually set up in crowded areas up into the sky, and usually during nighttime. If you've ever attended any Fourth of July celebration or New Year's in the Philippines, you will see this, and you will see types of this happening in the sky in real time. But this game is very very fun. It follows the Tetris style of gameplay where you have to make everything disappear, or else you lose enough of the fireworks to just missing or fizzling out, then you lose the game. uh I'd say this game is a nice little, what's the right word for it, a zen type of game, where you get into that zone where you are just moving that cursor and thinking not so much with the front of your brain, but here the back of the brain, where it's kind of coalescing and you have to react almost at an instinctive level, as the top Tetris players do. Top Tetris players don't even think about what the shapes are, it's just integrated into their psyche already. That Zen zone is going to be coming into play as well in this game. Fantavision is the type of game where you zone out and play for high scores. It doesn't have a storyline. It doesn't have anything even approaching a reason as to why you're doing all this. It's just setting off fireworks. And oh, I forgot to mention, it's also developed by the same guys who did one of my favorite um, one of my favorite pinball games called Flipnik. Flipnik is just as weird as this one. Those of you who are not used to Japanese weird sensibilities with all these strange voices speaking in almost perfect English, but there's something a little bit off about them, you will find it completely weird. This is that game. Fantavision, one of the launch titles of PlayStation 2, approaching the greatness of Tetris, but not quite really reaching it. But it was also re-released on PlayStation 4. If you guys are looking for a fun little puzzler, this is the game to try. When it launched on PS2, it didn't really get all that much hype, but it was fun nevertheless. I've been playing it nonstop ever since, and you guys might want to give it a try. And that's the game, Fantavision. Back to you, RB.
Yeah, thank you, Sir Joel. I just want to read Sir Viraj's comments. So he says, so a block puzzler fun. And shout out to Sir John as well. He's in the comment section. But yeah, it looks really cool. I like the fireworks. I like all the colors and whatnot. So one, what are your thoughts on the game?
No, it's cool. It's interesting. I've never played this.
You might want to
Like-
give it a shot. Fun.
Like, just looking at it, honestly, it looks like it's just base reaction. Like, you're just
Yes.
reacting and trying to connect.
Absolutely, precisely. That's the ultimate goal of it. You get into the zone where you are connecting all of these fireworks. You can only set them off in when you've clicked about 3 of them in a sequence, because the moment that you don't, then they fizzle out. So it's real time pattern connecting type of game. And if you were into any kind of Tetris or columns or what's a Puyo Pop type of gameplay, this is the game that you want to try as one of the launch titles of PlayStation 2, and it's good enough to have made it all the way to PlayStation 4 as one of the digital titles as well. So
Ooh.
check it out. Juan.
Check it out.
You might have
Now,
it.
were these fireworks, are they legal or illegal?
In the Philippines, let me tell you something. Juan. In the Philippines, the fireworks in the Philippines is not visual; they're very sound, because of the fact that the fireworks in the Philippines is how loud you can make it without being an actual grenade. So in the Philippines, the fireworks tend to leave craters in the highway, but here it's very Japanese. It's very visual. They don't go for the loud sound boom. They go for the visual pop. And I think that's also the same way here in the US, right? One, they go for the visual aspect more than for the loud sound of it, right?
It depends on where you are, because where I'm at, I
Mhm.
mean, it's stuff that they pre-make, so it's like, ooh, it's just sparks and just colorful.
Oh, okay.
But anything outside of where I'm at, then it's like, yeah, it's colorful, but it's also boom, boom.
Okay,
So
got
mortars,
it.
like literally mortars, like the biggest one.
It's the
Launch a
Spanish
mortar,
blood in them. Okay. It's the
Yes, that's
Spanish
true.
blood in us. All right.
No,
We're
that's
looking
true.
we're looking for that loud sound. And
That's
Sergio
true.
is not wrong,
Mhm.
guys. Be
Mhm.
very, very careful with this video game, Fantavision. A lot of critics panned this game for being so mediocre, but
Mhm.
for the casual players,
Yeah.
at the time when the PlayStation 2 came out, and this is one of those games that were available.
Yes.
This is a very addicting game. The moment you start blowing up your uh,
Firework.
detonating rather your fireworks,
Mhm.
it's one thing aiming for each one,
Mhm.
and then once you hit it, all of those colors, so it kind of makes you wonder, okay, I hit blue, how about I hit red and yellow the same time? So it's up to you how colorful you want to paint your screen. Okay.
Very true.
So that's what you
This
do
is
with a
very
surround
addicting.
sound too. You do it with a surround sound so you can actually hear the booms.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I mean,
Oh,
if there's
we
any
have-
if there's
Go
any nitpick that I have about this game, Sergio, maybe the music.
true. The
Honestly, the music sounds
music is
good, though.
very what's the right word for it? Elevator Japanese elevator type of music. So it's not city pop. I would rather that it was city pop. But sad to say no. And coming in, we have Rosella Reyes here in the Timeless Gamer Show as a very
Welcome.
special guest. Rosella, how are you?
Yep, doing good. Just rising up from the grave.
Understood. Okay. All right. For those of you who don't know, Rosella is a very good friend of the Timeless Gamer Show, and he has been gracious enough to want to join in this episode about PlayStation 2 launch titles. Rosella, our topic, the game that we have right now being shown is a Fantavision for PlayStation 2. Have you ever played that one?
No, I didn't actually
Mm.
even know existed. But when I know about PS2, it's all about graphics.
Yes,
It's all
very
about
true, very true.
the frames, because the first time it was being teased, being in the press. It was
Mhm.
all about the graphics, the frames, how smooth the way it moves.
Very true.
Always the first title was SSX. That
Mhm.
was shown way back
SSX.
in
Oh, yeah.
GameSpot TV back then, way back
Oh, yeah.
1999, 2000s.
Mm. We were just talking about the fact that that reminds me. Fair warning, ladies and gentlemen in the Philippines, remember to handle Philippine fireworks very carefully, or else you'll blow your fingers off. There's been lots of
Sure.
happenings like that in the
Damn it.
Philippines where New Year's Day, the emergency rooms will always be full of kids, touching fireworks because they thought that they were duds, but suddenly blowing up in their hands, and they would go
Ooh.
to the emergency.
Your
So you're saying-
firecrackers don't work if they don't blow your hands. Okay,
Mhm.
that's the
Blow your
only
hand
way
off,
you
yeah.
can. That's the only way you know how. Right?
So I can't be Super Mario on 4th of July. Are you fucking
No.
Because I like to light them and.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, that's the thing. But again, being the Philippine fireworks being the kind where they go more for sound than for visuals, they
Mm,
explode very strongly. So you be very careful when it
damn.
comes to New York, New Year's fireworks celebration in the
So
Philippines.
that raises the question:
Mm.
what the hell do you guys put in your fireworks in the Philippines?
Let's put it this way. One of the competitions in New Year's Day in the Philippines is making a firework large enough, and you put a pan on top of it, and then when it explodes, you see how high the pan goes, how high into the sky it goes up. So that's one of the competitions, and of course, one of the other
If it doesn't
competitions.
blow up a house or doesn't put a house on fire, it loses.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
That's true.
I
That's
was
true.
gonna say I'll,
That's the
I'll
only
throw twenty
way your
dollars down.
firecrackers will win.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Or if it doesn't blow your hair back, when it explodes,
Yes, at least that. At least that. Or your
Yeah.
eyebrows.
Oh, that's true. Singe your eyebrows. So yeah, that's Fantavision for PlayStation 2. I think that's all that we have to say about the game. It's a puzzler based on fireworks being set up into the sky. Get into the Zen zone, get a high score. Made by the same guys who did Flipnik later on. Lots, very very fun pinball game. One of their early efforts. I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Give it a shot, guys.
Nice.
All right, back
Nice,
to you,
nice.
RB.
Thank you, Sir Joel. I just want to shout out to Sir Richard Ryan. He says firecrackers in the Philippines are literally blockbusters and expect windows to rattle. So
True,
yes,
very true.
yes.
Hmm.
Shout out to Sir One as well. I might as well also do my one next, and then next will be Sir One. So my game for the PS2 launch that I chose was Ready to Rumble Boxing 2. The funny thing was when we did this sports episode, which I suggested a couple months ago, this was actually one of the games I wanted to do, which is funny. And then I actually ended up doing Creed. But to this one, we take a step back into the ring with Ready to Rumble Boxing 2. Round two, sorry, round two,
My
released by
homeboy Afro Thunder.
Afro
What?
Thunder. Yeah, released in 2000 by Midway. This game kind of took realism and threw it out the window, gave it a concussion, and replaced it with pure arcade chaos. Yes, like I said, developed by Midway Studios, San Diego, and published by Midway. They're known for arcade classics such as Mortal Kombat, NBA Jam, just to name a few. Even Rampage, which we did a movie review a couple months ago.
San
So
Francisco
um,
Rush.
yeah, yes. The controls are simple. Move with the left stick. Use the face buttons to throw jabs, uppercuts, and hooks, and R1 and L1 to block. You also have a rumble meter. If you land enough hits, you'll spell the word rumble on the screen. So and once you do that, you get enough power-ups to do a really powerful. There it is. You can see it on the screen there. Once that you spell out the word rumble, you can literally hit the opponent out of the ring. Um, you have two modes: arcade, which is like a sparring match. You start at number 12 and work the way all the way up to number 1, and the championship mode, which lets you create your own boxer and climb the rankings. Between fights, you'll train through mini games like skipping rope and working the speed bag or the hitting heavy bag. Each exercise kind of boosts your power, speed, and endurance. It's kind of like RPG meets boxing, if you will. I personally don't mind this. Others might find these kind of training a bit repetitive or a bit of a grind. But for me, I don't mind. Graphically, the game is beautiful. So you can see a lot of colors. It is cartoonish, but the 3D models at that time were pretty sharp in my opinion. They blink the boxes, they grunt, and even hobble when hurt. So the soundtrack is good as well. The sound effects, the music, all good. And when it's really satisfying when you throw a hit and it lands and you hear that thud sound. So it's really good. You even have the legendary ring announcer Michael Buffer appearing in the game as himself, bringing his iconic "Let's get ready to rumble" catchphrase to the ring. If you're a true boxing sim fan, though, this isn't the game for you. I'd probably recommend something like Knockout, Fight Night, or even something more recent like Undisputed. Of course, no boxing game would be complete without multiplayer brawls. You and a buddy can duke it out in split screen, no online, sorry. And if you've got like a whole heap of cool kind of boxes to unlock. So if you ever wanted to, punch Bill Clinton or the First Lady Hillary, now's your chance because they're in the roster. Even Michael Jackson and Shaquille O'Neal make appearance, and I believe Michael Jackson does his own voice in it. So little Easter egg. If you set the setting to your PS2 to like a holiday, let's say for example Christmas, the 25th of June, the boxes will have like a Christmas festive outfit, which is pretty cool. But all in all,
it's Gorlock. It's Gorlock.
it's a super fun slugfest.
Oh my goodness, Gorlock the Destroyer, an early appearance. Got it.
I get it maybe like a 7 out of 10. But maybe so, Joe, what do you think of this one?
Oh yeah, I love boxing games, even the arcade style, arcade type of boxing games like Punch Out or if I remember, Wade Hickston's Knockout Punch, if I remember correctly, on the Game Boy Advance. This falls squarely into the arcade
Ring
type
King.
of Ring King. Yes, definitely Ring King. This falls into the arcade type of boxing. No simulation elements at all. It's just a matter of landing those punches, timing them right, and filling up that meter so that you can execute a special move. Um, it's a definite graphical upgrade from the PlayStation 1 version, if I remember correctly. There was a PlayStation 1 version of Rumble, a Ready to Rumble, if I remember correctly. That was the title of it. But yeah, this is one of those games where you bust out when you have a buddy over. You guys talk smack, you guys insult each other as you guys play, and have a grand old time. It's like you said, RV, if you wanted simulation boxing, there would be Fight Night, there would be Knockout Kings. There's even uh the George Foreman boxing
KO boxing.
yeah, KO
SNES.
boxing. Yes. So those are the simulation boxings, and those would be the ones if you are a super boxing fanatic and wanted to recreate actual fights. This one is nothing but arcade fun, not even with just by yourself or with a buddy. I love the fact that it has split screen mode. I That's one thing that's missing from a lot of gaming nowadays. Microsoft just came out with word that Halo, the new version, will have split screen mode, but funniest thing, you will
Michael?
have to have your own Xbox accounts for
Michael Jackson,
every character, for every side of the split screen, which is completely stupid. The idea of split screen mode is the two of you are staying on the same console. It doesn't matter if you have any accounts at all, and you're gonna have so much fun fighting against each other or co-oping with each other. Microsoft, sorry to have to say, but there it is. There's Michael Jackson. Microsoft, you dropped the ball on this one. This game is going to be what you want to play. This type of game is what you want to play, and that's why I'm saying retro is still the better option when it comes to gaming nowadays. That's my opinion, RV.
Nice. Thank you, Sir Joe. So one, have you played using Michael Jackson?
Yes. I played a lot of Ready to Rumble. I first played it on the Dreamcast.
Oh,
Part 1, and then Part 2 came out on the Dreamcast, and I got it. That's one game that me and my brother used to play a lot. It was just, it's sheer fun, dude. Like, literally, it's not your average boxing game. It's just more, like I said, just fun, really.
Fun,
like
yeah,
to play.
yeah.
When we got serious, we played Fight Night, saying with the real actual boxers and talk crap,
yeah.
But no, this game hands down was fun. Like, I enjoyed it when I played it. I wish they'd make another installment to it.
Yeah, 100%.
But,
100%.
but Midway, where are they now?
No longer.
Mortal
Sorry.
Kombat.
Midway is still a really big game when it a big name when it comes to brand recognition, though, because arcade players, when you see Midway, that is the company that you look up to. But I think Mortal Kombat, right? Juan?
Yeah.
Yeah, the old
Midway
Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Yeah, the old Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Mm.
All right. How about you,
Nice,
Rosella?
nice. Sir Rosie, your thoughts?
Well, I reviewed Tekken. Sorry, medyo nawala ako. I think I've seen this before, one of their reviews. Well, I wasn't interested, although they are very cartoony, but when I see this
Yes.
right now, it reminds me of the funny VR boxing that I'm seeing on my newsfeed on on Facebook.
Nice,
I mean,
nice.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Nowadays, a lot of those Facebook mobile games do take their inspirations from classic games like PS1 and PS2 titles. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised that that's one of the inspirations, Marcelo. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
like like one is saying earlier, regarding about boxing sim. So yeah, VR is one more thing to do if you wanted
Mm.
a realistic boxing scene. But there is
Yes,
a
100%. Yes.
there is a hidden
Yeah.
exploit there. All you need to do is have a strong metal stick and then stick your remote VR there and then do the spin. And then,
VR
and,
boxing. You also want some more intense boxing. Then that's when you go Wii boxing. Bam.
something like
Yeah.
that.
That's when
Uh,
you get into it.
so, Joe, your thoughts on Ready to Rumble
He's
round
got a
two?
lot of thoughts.
Right. First of all, if you play Ready to Rumble 2 boxing, does this make you, I don't know, make you want to pick up a pair of boxing gloves and start punching people?
I think so, yes.
Do you
Yeah.
ever feel like the aggression building up on you and start punching faces?
Shadow
No,
boxing.
no,
But
it
do
does
you,
not.
but do you pick up the gloves and box like Afro Thunder? That's the question. RB will.
That's the A stands for Afro. Okay, Afro Thunder, not African Thunder. All right. Uh, for the longest time, I thought Ready to Rumble, the franchise, was a Sega exclusive because it was released on the Dreamcast at first. And then when I saw Ready to Rumble 2 on the PlayStation, I'm like, what the hell is this game doing here? Right? Anyhow, um, not really my thing. Like Sir Rosie says, it kind of looks cartoony. Like if I really want to go with cartoonish fighting in the ring, I would rather play Celebrity Deathmatch.
Mm.
But oh,
Okay,
God forbid, it's too that game is too violent. We don't want the cops. We don't want the government grinning upon down us. Oh shit! Stick
Yeah,
it Ready to Rumble.
speaking of boxing, I remember playing Fight Night.
Oh, Fight Night is
And of
awesome.
Fight
Yeah.
course,
Night, yeah.
we were playing as Manny Pacquiao, and you can't even because we all know Pacquiao was kind of a humble, but on the game he was hilarious.
It was very aggressive.
When he knocks down an opponent,
After you hit him
he
with the
will emulate
destroyer.
a shovel, and then when he knocks down another opponent, he will check out on the opponent like this. It's out of his guy.
I think I said this before because I remember, like, your thing on Fight Night. I remember when Fight Night was out for the Xbox, and I told my brother, I was like, dude, Fight Night Round 2 on the 360 is a fucking major upgrade. He saw what it was, and he literally, with no hesitation, he's like, dude, go buy me an Xbox 360 and Fight Night Round 2. Like, let's do this. Like, if you, like, in you guys' free time, just look up, the Xbox versus the 360 version. Big improvement. Big improvement.
Mm. There you go. So, Joe, was that your thoughts? Sorry. Continue.
No. I mean, that's it really.
That's it. Okay. All good. All good.
It's a nice novelty by including like a power, like a super meter in there to perform your super moves. I mean, what is this? Is this one of those? I'm not sure if Sir One might know the answer to this. In Ready to Rumble 1, back in the Dreamcast, did they have that rumble meter, that super meter,
Yes.
at the bottom of the screen?
Mhm.
Ah, right, there you go.
There you go. Well, that's it. That's
And I love
it
the
for
fact that
Ready-
you can actually fight women here.
Yes, big women. You saw previously.
You saw
You know,
previously
yeah,
with Gorlock.
I mean, hey, by all means, like gender equality and all that.
Well, like Batman says, The hammer of justice knows no gender. There you go.
There you go.
Deeper voice, Joel. Deeper
Yes,
voice. You
absolutely.
would have nailed it.
Okay, so let's do this. The hammer of justice knows no gender.
Hammer of justice.
Mhm.
No,
Oh no,
no
that's
gender.
no, that's
You sound
YouTube
like
Batman.
you
The
sound like
hammer
the
of
parody
justice knows no
YouTube.
gender.
Why are you
That's
saying that?
YouTube Batman.
I think that's it for Ready to Rumble 2. We'll move on to Sir One's game. So One, what was your PS2 launch title game?
So I'll start off easy as well. So I'll do Madden 2001. So, a continuation of the already established franchise, from, Nintendo and stuff like that. It's John Madden's, game. It was the third. So this was the third game to have a cover athlete, Eddie George from the Tennessee Titans back in that time. Feature wise, the game also introduced European football teams. I'm trying to, the Amsterdam Admirals, Scottish Claymores, and Barcelona Dragons. And
Yeah, we're talking real football here, not that pussy soccer stuff. Anyway.
Not that communist soccer.
Exactly.
Football,
we're
what we call it.
we're one kick to the leg and the guy goes ah like he's dying or whatever.
What else?
Football.
This game also, it included a feature called Madden cards. So they were pretty much like, they had stuff you can like unlock stadiums and what else? Better player ratings, and also had cheats to where like you can literally launch a field goal from the 1 yard line. Like literally super kick. The ball would just go straight up and then straight across, and then it was in. But it also featured like custom modes where players create a franchise, card collecting. I had all 50 NFL teams. At the time with this game when I was playing it, the Jacksonville Jaguars were the highest rated at 95 overall in their team. I'm like, holy shit. So I had to do some history and kind of like look back at that time. And yeah, Jacksonville Jaguars were kicking ass. But it was a big leap from PS1 to PS2 when it came to realism. As you guys can see, it's chaotic. The graphics were, it was more detailed compared to, the PS1 graphics, and having it, from Nintendo and Game Boy Advance, port overs. Let's see. There's not really much to talk about. Granted, just upgraded visuals, better play, the realism was just a little bit better. Music wise, the soundtrack on this game was really good. It offered like 6 tracks. So AFI is a major title, a major band. Will.i.am was on there. The Rapture, Keen, and Enter Shikari, if you guys listen to them. Also commentary. The commentary was play for play. Yeah, it's just Madden. Madden was simple, when it came out to PS2. Not like how Madden is today. It's very fucking technical. Very technical. So many things you got to do just to get the ball going. Like I like going back to Madden 2001, 2002, all the way up to 4. Because like I said, it was just easier to play. Not much skill was needed. Just to press, just to hike the ball, click your throwing animation, and throw it to your receiver.
I just want to shout out to Sir John. He says, a sport called football, you use your hands to play and you only use your foot sometimes.
Yes, because you use your foot to kick the ball during the most important moments when you try to get the field goal. Not every single time. Like, okay, it gets boring.
Then why even call it football?
Because it's the most important moment of the game when your foot kicks the ball up towards the goal. That's it.
But then too,
that's it.
You use your foot when you want to get your team out of a fucking,
Then say kickball. Then say kickball. Then kickball at first.
One thing that American football is much more superior than soccer is you can go in soccer. You can go an entire game and get 0-0. There's no thrill to it. Whereas with football, there's always a chance that throughout the game, there's always going to be that one moment where one kick to the goal will give you 7 points above, and there is
And
always
very so
action happening.
irregular, really. Like
Yes.
1 point,
Mhm.
sometimes 3, sometimes 7.
Mhm. Absolutely, yes. Although I'll have to say, there's two questions that come up here, Juan. Everybody who is familiar with football from the original 10-yard fight on the Famicom or the NES, does it translate well? For those who might be jumping from the 10-yard fight game into a Madden series, does their experience with 10-yard fight on the NES or Famicom translate well into a Madden game?
I've never played the 10-yard fight.
You've never played 10-yard
No,
fight? Oh, okay. You should give it a
never.
try.
I will.
It's very overhead. It's almost like Football Manager in terms of perspective. That's my one question. Second question, like in any type of sports video game, can you set up CPU versus CPU on this one?
Yes, you
And
can.
yes, wonderful. I
Yes.
love that. When you can play CPU versus CPU and watch it like a television show and just, have it run and you can watch it play an entire season from beginning to end. That's great. That's a great feature.
So,
Yeah.
like, for Thanksgiving, if you don't want to watch any of the
Yeah.
football teams that are playing, you put
Exactly.
your own
Yes.
on.
Mm,
Let's pop the PS2 in real quick. Let's go.
exactly. Yeah. You set up your fantasy team or your fantasy league, whatever, and then just watch the entire thing from
So, I
beginning to
mean,
end.
and with this, like I said, you're getting, John Madden's actual voiceover too,
There you
as
go.
play
That's
by
it.
play, and it's,
Mm,
it's giving you the realistic at this time when this game came out,
mm,
football logic,
yeah.
with plays and his thoughts and
Mm.
everything.
Yeah, very cool. Set the CPU to CPU at like expert levels,
Yeah,
top of the like almost to a simulation point.
all
And
Madden, 15
yes,
minutes, you're good to go.
yeah, and the skill levels of each player of the teams to realistic levels,
Mm.
and it's like you're actually watching a whole event thing. So yeah, that's what I love about sport games. Yeah.
Serverad says CPU versus CPU. Who does that? See,
I do. A lot of
I
people
do
do
that.
actually.
I do
Yeah.
that sometimes
See,
as well.
there
It's
you go.
it actually. I think it probably gave way to
Mm.
football. One of my favorite games, Football Manager. I
Mm.
literally just like to watch and like
Absolutely,
dictate
yes.
how people play. But yeah. So
Absolutely.
Rosie, have you ever
Mm.
tried?
But
Ever
then too,
tried?
the CPU versus CPU. Say if you're playing player versus CPU and you want to step away, well, guess what? You can go in, change
Yes,
yours to CPU, and
that's
continue
true.
on what you're doing.
That's true.
Virage.
And Jomar actually put the correct answer. Gamblers. For those of you who know of the game called Ending in Philippine gambling, where you bet on the end numbers of the final score in a game, NBA is the way to go. You set up CPU versus CPU, have them run, have everybody bet on what the final scores are, the last two
Mm.
numbers, like 9 and 6 or 5 and 2, and whoever guesses correctly wins the pot. That's those are gamblers. That's how you
Mm.
use
Let's see.
CPU
And
versus
then
CPU.
to go back to Virage's CPU versus CPU comments,
Mm,
they still use that today.
yes,
Like literally, like okay, for football, Super Bowl, they'll do their NFL predictions. So
yes,
the current Madden game that's out right now,
exactly, yes.
they will do the two teams, and it gives them somewhat of an idea what could happen. Is it going to be
Precisely.
100%? No.
Exactly, and it's a way to simulate the possibilities of what can happen because you're
Yeah.
using actual stats from what happened
Mm.
before. That's it.
There you
All right.
go. So Rosie, have you played Madden or any, I guess, Madden football game before?
I remember I was playing NFL Blitz 2001
Ooh.
on PS1.
Another good Madden game.
I can play it with CPU because I will always lose and I have no idea how to play that. I just wanted to play with my brother and then just pick some random
Give it a go.
formation, just wrestle, tackle someone, and then after you got tackled, you have a random character and you can do one last elbow drop.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's why Midway needs to come back. 'Cause
I really
Midway
have no
had
idea
fun with Blitz.
how to play it. Joe earlier called should not be football. I was I was a lot of words having in my mind. So football
Mm,
is the ball,
mhm,
the the curved ball. I don't think it's a ball. That's why it's
mhm.
called football
Yeah.
because it looks
Mhm.
like a foot.
Yeah. I mean, that's as
The
good
Or
of
pig,
an
it's
explanation as
the
any.
pigskin, what they call it, the
Yeah.
or
pigskin.
or
It looks like
yeah,
Hey Arnold's head. Okay.
Oh, there you go. That's
or
it. Hey Arnold. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
or
But actually,
tackle ball or yard ball since they're
yeah.
yards.
Yeah. Although that's the thing, it's a nice little pastime overall for Americans. American football is a way not so much for people to really watch, although there are people who really watch it, but there it's
Socialize.
usually play socials. Usually it's something that plays in the background when you guys are gathering together in bars or in celebrations, as one says, Thanksgiving season or something like that. And it's just something in the background that people can just chat around a bit, use it as a launch point for conversations.
Mm.
I want to highlight a comment here by John. I used to do CPU versus CPU on PS2, one of the horse games. You're gonna have to recommend that to me, John, because I need a horse racing game where you can set CPU versus CPU, so we can run gambling rings and everything,
Wasn't there like
or horse gambling.
A Barbie horse game on the
Yes,
PS2?
yes, yes. There are a ton of Barbie horse games actually. They're fun to play too. But yeah, let's run a horse racing gambling ring, okay, on
So
PS2.
I mean, just with this though, I mean, just it's a side comment on it, but like if you want to play something intense, just like Blitz the League will rock your fucking mind.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
gotta
so
check that
like
out. What
realistically,
platform?
like you can play it on PS2,
Oh,
PS3.
okay.
Um, literally, it's like taking Madden, but just intensifying it. Like you'll see real life injuries. Like it'll show you little cutscenes. Like if your arm messes up,
Mm.
you can set out for 7 plays, or they can inject you with steroids to pretty much increase your healing time by like a play. Just shit talking. Like just it's Blitz taken to another level.
Got
So,
it. Got it.
Joe, are you a fan of American football or football?
Yeah.
Go New England Patriots.
There you go.
There you go.
Tom Brady, how I love you. All right.
Mm.
So, American football. Okay, Madden. How it's such a very violent sport. Okay. Okay,
Super, yeah.
playing this kind of game. Does this make you wanna pick up a gridiron and pick up a helmet and start tackling people?
Tackle and fuel.
Okay, does this awaken your inner rage? I could care less about scoring. I just want to tackle people down. I just want to elbow drop people. Does this game incite that kind of feelings to the kids
Yes.
nowadays? Anyway,
Well, I mean,
Uh,
for me, football growing up, dude, like we'd play, on fields. We'd play, in school, wherever we had area. My favorite pastime for playing football was in the streets. Like
Mm.
literally, what was gonna stop you? It was either a fucking building, a car, or whatever else was around. Just playing in the middle of the street. I got tackled into fucking cars a lot. It was fun though.
quick question about Sir Juan mentioned that this is a very much of an improvement coming from the PS1 era. So, what are the features here that you like at the time? I mean, going from the PS1 features, how is this that different for you? I mean, gameplay wise, like how are the quarterbacks, how are the linebackers behave in this game? Stuff like that.
Um, I mean, so it all depends too on your level of of skill, the AI level. Like if you have it on easy, then I mean they're going to kind of be lightweight retarded. But if you're using them, I mean, when you're in control of them, I mean, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? If you know what the plays are, you know how to break through the lines, cut through. You run and chase down, receivers, quarterbacks, running backs. Um, but big improvement though from PS1 to PS2 was, the graphics. That was the major improvement. You know, the gameplay is really, really smooth. Like I'm trying to remember the PS1 version of Madden versus the PS2, like, when it came to like movement and stuff. But I mean, it's similar. It's essentially taking a PS1 title to the PS2 and increasing the graphics, more 3D.
Nice. Shout out to Miss I and Mommy Jane in the chat.
Mommy Jane is
Thanks for
here. Hi,
joining.
Mommy Jane.
Thank you, thank you. We'll move on to Sir Rosie's pick. So, Rosie, what was your PS2 launch title pick you have for us?
I remember I have a physical copy of Tekken Tag,
Nice.
and I remember when I checked on the CD, it was blue,
Hmm.
or it's a CD, not a DVD yet. So
Yeah, it was the purple blue compact disc.
yeah.
Originally,
Yep.
before they switched it to DVD. So when the game started to kind of be more demanding on data and stuff
Yes.
like that.
And then I just tried Ridge Racer 5 earlier, and the graphics, or let's say emulated graphics, seems to be fine. But if you're playing it on TV, it looks good. The only problem is the controls are stiff,
Hmm.
and there's no proper brakes.
Oh, no, need that.
Out of 16 position, I only got 7. So I tried 3 times to play it, just at least to get first. But
Hmm.
there is some
Tone
physics
down the
issues.
difficulty. Go to easy.
No, it was already normal. So
No, I agree with Roselle on this one. I tried Ridge Racer 5. It has no analog controls, if I remember correctly. It's very digital. So one twitch to the right, your entire car goes goes sideways already. I'll have to say the handling on this one is terrible. For to see that guy, when you
He was trying to
when
drift.
you
Give him some
yeah
credit.
when you it's a drift, sure, but you don't you drift when you don't intend to. It kills your momentum, though. That's a bad thing about Ridge Racer 5. I have to say, any racing game, the most important thing of any video game racing game is the handling. I have
True.
to agree with Rosell on this one. Ridge Racer 5 on PS2 was terrible when it comes to handling. If you're used to really good handling, like outrun coast to coast on PS2, or the really good stuff like Gran Turismo or Forza Horizon, when you give this game a try, you're just gonna say, up to 5 minutes in, that's it for me. I'm not gonna play this anymore. It looks
Yeah.
great. If only the handling was good, this would be top notch. But yeah, Rosello made a really good point on this. It was terrible handling. Sad to say.
I remember playing it, but I
Ridge
don't remember
Racer
if you were able to
4's
use
handling
analog.
is better.
Sorry, what was
Yes,
that?
The previous version.
Ridge Racer 4.
Ridge Racer 4. Yeah,
PS1.
Ridge Racer 4 was really good, I have to say. Yeah. Mhm.
Sir John says that's why it's called Ridge Race. One small turn, you're headed to the ridge.
It's true. For this one, I don't know what it was. Maybe I could be wrong on my settings with my emulator. But yeah, there was no analog to this. I could revisit it, but when I was using digital, the same controller, because it would default to analog controllers on my Xbox if it detected it. But there was no analog controller. I mean, look at this guy. He's drifting left and right, and it kills his momentum and his direction almost every chance. He must have been playing this up for a long time already to at
He's
least
using
maintain control.
a racing wheel.
Could be.
Yeah,
There's also
could
that.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I mean,
Collision,
but if you
collision
play this
physics
though on
is
PC,
so bad. Like when you hit a wall, it will
Mm,
kill your momentum really.
absolutely. Yeah. You were saying
You go
what?
back even if you are in 80 miles per hour, but you're still slow.
Yeah. Yeah. You were saying one.
I mean, but playing this on emulated, like
Hmm.
you can force analog stick too.
I
I'm
guess
have
you
to give
could
it a try.
give it a try. Maybe because I don't have a racing wheel. Maybe sometime in the near future I might get acquire one. But I
You don't have
reason.
one?
No, I don't, because I
I mean,
drive almost every day here anyway. Why would I want to
oh,
drive,
right.
on a racing wheel, and when I'm video gaming? I just use my controllers. It feels much more
Right.
natural. Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, out of all of the panelists here that we have,
mm.
you would be the first person that I would thought of having an actual driving wheel
Number
to play a
one,
driving
because
game.
because I don't
Well,
because I don't I drive almost every single day. Number two, space issue. Sometimes we're having a racing wheel. We really have to set up a dedicated space for it,
so,
and you can't easily move it around. Sad to
Yeah,
yes, you
say.
can. They have They have the stands where you can fold them and slide them underneath your bed.
Really? Oh,
Yes.
okay. I
I
haven't
used to
seen
have
those
one.
yet.
Well, I had one,
Mhm.
and then my cousin used to come over and play Gran Turismo in VR, and he thought he was fucking Dominic Toretto.
Oh, there you go. So
Oh my
have it.
goodness.
He was slamming my shifter, and it broke it. So I
Oh,
dude,
okay.
you're gonna buy
Yeah.
this, so I sold it to him.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's it.
But if
Hey,
you want to
you
play VR, like if you want to play a good racing game with a racing wheel, Gran
Mm.
Turismo in VR is fun
Gran
as hell.
Turismo, and I hear Assetto Corsa.
I know
is
I
really
did.
good. Oh, there you go. That's it. Rosella did. There you go.
There you go.
And Assetto Corsa, I hear, is really good too. Does Forza have VR now?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
No, Forza's never had VR.
Really? Oh, okay. That's too bad. You'd imagine that it would have Forza 6 would have VR. It would be nice, but yeah. Oh well.
How you gonna? I mean,
I
how you gonna
tried
play?
with-
What
I
VR
tried with the
headings do they
steering
have?
wheel. I tried with the steering wheel and go all the way to simulation. It's hard.
Mm. Oh yeah, I can imagine. I
But
would.
Gran Turismo 7 with
Mhm.
this plus
Mhm.
VR, awesome.
I'd give one of the rally races with VR a try. Possibly one of the new.
They have. I mean, on the PlayStation, they have a VR rally game.
Oh, that sounds cool. I'll
So
definitely give that a
Just
try.
being in there, or what is it? Dirt? I think it was. I think it's
Yes,
called
dirt. Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I tried it with my VR, dude. It's very intense, like because you're
Mhm.
bouncing around. This is all you're doing. Like you're trying to keep the car straight and slide around corners and shit. Like it's fun though.
All right. So
So,
this
Joe.
is Rosella's launch title. But yes, Joe, go ahead. Your opinion on what you're seeing right now with Ridge Racer 5.
Right. Without what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, this game sounds so dangerous. So such a violent racing game.
I'm starting to
Like,
sense a
the-
theme
the-
on
the
Joe's
happening-
reactions.
Like that, like the handling is so poor that
Mhm.
it can potentially kill the driver and everybody else in the racing track.
Mhm.
I mean, this could potentially influence the 14-year-olds and the 15-year-olds on driving a car and start drifting all over the roads.
Um,
It's such a very dangerous game. This game should be banned.
Mm,
Okay.
I'm starting to sense a theme on Joe's responses to the games that are being shown. I think it has something to do with
Very,
something
very
that happened in Tacloban. But anyway, so we're not going to touch on that because of the fact that we're an international podcast. Plus, we've had that discussion with Jack Thompson long ago, about 40 years ago, with regards to video game violence. So we're not going to be discussing that. We'll let all the other podcasts talk about it, but we here at Timeless Gamer Show are focused on our mission.
I will be
Educating
talking about
and
it very passive aggressively.
Okay, fine. We'll let Joe talk about it very passive aggressively. Okay, so that's his opinion. It's very violent. It's very dangerous. It might influence the youth to do something that might be injurious to other people. So that's his opinion on Ridge Racer 5. Okay.
So, Joe, how about you tell us your PS2 launch title?
Oh, it's my turn now. Right. I would. So
The
I'm
video
gonna
audio still playing. RB.
pick- Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Background
So
video
out of all of the
background video. Hey, the background video is still playing.
right. That's still there. All right. So the game that I chose out of everything that we have. Okay. So just so you know, ladies and gentlemen, listening to us. So the U.S. launch of the PlayStation 2 came out with 29 video games. Okay, there's a lot of variety there for every gamer out there. So in my case, I chose a game called Silent Scope. Okay, Silent Scope. That's just putting up the video gameplay right there. Alrighty, there you go. So Silent Scope. There you go. Basically so imagine Time Crisis, but with a sniper rifle. Okay, and pretty much, and just like Time Crisis, it opens up with a storyline saying, "Oh, the president of whatever nation got kidnapped by a terrorist organization." That the game doesn't want to reference which terrorist group was it. And it's up to you now, being part of the SWAT team, to get rid, of all of the terrorist group and rescue the president and the president's daughter. Alrighty. So using your sniper rifle. So it's a first person game really, that lets you use like a sniper rifle. So if you press R2, it will zoom into the scope. Okay, and take aim. All the bad guys, take them one by one. It doesn't necessarily have to be a headshot. Really, just one bullet. Um, just aim
Pretty
it properly, regardless of where you want to hit them. All of these guys will go down. Okay, except for the boss characters. It might take like 5 or 10 shots to kill those guys. Um, the game will also give you a penalty if you manage to kill some innocent bystanders, and just like Time Crisis, it also it kind of serves like a time attack kind of thing. Although there's a available feature where there's some side missions where you need to get rid of all of the enemies as fast as possible. In the arcade version, or the story mode rather, um, you're going to be graded by accuracy versus time as well. And just like Time Crisis, there's also you'll be given some choices which route you're gonna go. So in terms of replayability, there's a lot to be had in this game. So you can either choose you want to go to the stadium, or you want to go in a match in a mansion, or do you want to go in a speedboat? Do you want to go driving, shooting the terrorist in a race in a car chase, or on top of buildings, stuff like that. Okay. Um, I played this for a good hour. I mean, it's not really that long, really. If you, I mean, even with the if you play
Arcade
this
based.
on a normal difficulty, you'll able to finish the game maybe less than an hour or so if you just keep at it. Um, it's really quite easy once you get the hang of it. Although, if you, I mean, take out of, I mean, don't use your scope when you're scanning for enemies. It's very very slow. Okay, I mean, just like use. I'm speaking like I own a goddamn sniper rifle. Like,
You sound like you're
so
convincing.
of course, it's so convincing, right? So just like, I mean, hey, if I mean, to anyone who's been using a sniper rifle out there, obviously you're not gonna be using your scope just to find enemies. Okay, I mean, put the
No,
shit
no,
down,
no. You
run around. Once you see an enemy, then you use your scope.
no. Snipers always are tag teams. There's a spotter who
Once
does
a
the
spotter,
actual, yeah, who does the
once
actual
the shooter.
binocular shooting and says, "All right, 45 degrees to your left," and the sniper points it, and that's when he finds it. But anyway,
Unless of course you're the American sniper,
oh yeah, yeah,
you can do it alone.
pretty much, yeah.
Good fucking movie too.
Yes.
I mean, if you're the type of gamer who's very good with Time Crisis, or one of those rail shooter
See,
games
there's
back in the
even Madden
arcade.
right there. He's playing football right there. Even
Look, he's
even
running.
in this game, yeah.
He's trying to
there
go.
you
Yeah.
He's trying to get a touchdown. Run,
Yeah.
He
motherfucker!
started to go touchdown. See,
like
even
the theme,
Silent
though.
Scope play Madden. Okay, he plays Madden as well.
There you go. See,
So yeah, so the football field stadium is also one of the stages that you can choose if you want to go there. All right, there's a boss character in there. I believe one of the lieutenants of the terrorist group has the president's daughter, so it's up to you now to save her by not shooting her. God damn it! I mean, there were a few times where when I was panicking because I cannot really hit the boss, I keep hitting the girl instead, and I'm like,
I mean,
hey,
if
Accidents happen.
during that time, if it was Chelsea Clinton, it's excusable. But anyway,
it would
continue.
have been,
Bruh, literally,
it would have been.
I know,
What
I
did
know.
your brother for?
I mean, she didn't do anything wrong.
I
Okay?
know.
Hey,
But her book was atrocious. I've read her book. It's terrible. Anyway,
so I mean, like I mentioned, you're going to be graded here by time and accuracy. So if you're also one of those people who are very obsessive and compulsive with high scoring, and you want to make sure that you're killing everyone, uh, all of them with 100% accuracy, I mean you'll keep on playing this game already. So I would say for the concept of it, I mean, Time Crisis did came out eventually for the PS2, like Time Crisis 4, if I believe, or was it Time Crisis 2 or 3? No,
No.
Time Crisis 1 and Time Crisis 2 came out on PlayStation 1. 3 and 4, those came out on PlayStation 2, if I'm correct. Um, so if you're good with those games, you can give this game a try. I mean, like I said, it's very uh, quick, fun and play kind of game. Although that being said, it Madam Senator and Mr. Secretary, just by playing this game, okay, does not make me feel like picking up a sniper rifle, going on top of a tower, and start sniping people. Okay, and even I mean, I'm not one of those folks out there. I don't have an access to weaponry. I don't have a relative who works for the police, for the SWAT team, or the military. Okay, this does not incite any violent or aggressive feelings for me. I just tried the game for the sake of the episode. Okay, it was fun. I tried it.
Disclaimer
Does it make?
for the
I mean,
episode.
I mean, it's a very dangerous game. It's a very violent game, sure. But
Oh,
hey,
bro, he killed her.
think of the children. All right, think of the children.
Miss
Anyway,
I says,
guys, thoughts.
Miss I in the comments, Joe says, love Silent Scope on the arcade with the sniper rifle
Yeah.
controller.
Yeah, I was gonna say
And
that.
Sir Richard Ryan says, weird fact, the Silent Scope in the arcade is powered by the similar system on the console. So there you go. Sorry, Sir Joel, you go.
All right. In my case, I agree with Miss. I absolutely loved Silent Scope on the arcades. I plunked down so many glucose tokens into the machine so that I could play this game from beginning to end. My story on this one is on the arcade itself. Back in 2003, I was working for a company called Mobius Games, which did an online game called Mew Online in the Philippines. We were speaking with two girls back then who would be who we were negotiating with that would wear the armor of Mew Online in our events. They were Alodia Gosing Fiao and Ashley Gosing Fiao. And during that time when we were doing the negotiations, after the talk with top brass, they had me bring them over to our closest arcade over in Makati, and they went straight into the Silent Scope games. It was an amazing sight watching two of the top gaming lady models in the Philippines back then, back in 2003, Lodi Gosing Piao and Ashley Gosing Piao making a beeline for the Silent Scope arcade machine, and each one of them, they were taking turns playing the game. At two gorgeous young women having sniper rifles and shooting bad guys, and everybody was crowding around them watching them play, and they were good.
You weren't
They were
there
really,
going.
really good. Back then, cell phones weren't all that good. You know, cell phone cameras weren't all that good, but they were good.
Okay,
They were good
hold on.
players. They were actual
The old school cameras and
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was some. Too bad we didn't get copies of that photo, but they were really good. And I have to say, Ashley and Elodia, props to you for being excellent arcade players of Silent Scope. All right, back to you, RP.
Sorry to interrupt. To all of the governments out there, there's a somewhat of a confession down here. Keep your eyes on Richard. Okay, that's his name. Okay?
Yeah.
So Richard Ryan says, good
Although-
take on Silent Scope series. It takes patience and skills to be a sniper.
Although
I'm a
it's
marksman from college days.
although it's very not like actual sniping because of the fact that I played other sniping games. I think Ghost Warrior, if I remember correctly, Juan, Sniper Ghost Warrior.
Mhm.
If you played Ghost Warriors that actually simulates sniping mechanics, you have to factor in so many things like wind resistance,
Wind
the
is the
Yeah.
biggest.
bullet drop. Because of the distance, the bullet will drop in a certain manner. So you have to factor all that in, and it's really not realistic, but it's so much fun playing Silent Scope because it goes straight to wherever you target.
Yeah.
And yeah, so if you, I have to say, Silent Scope and its type of arcade game has ruined actual sniper games for me because of the realistic bullet physics. If there is bullet drop there or air resistance you have to factor in, it gets not fun anymore. I'd always rather
Mm.
play a game like Silent Scope for the arcade fun and thrill of it. Yeah.
True,
That's it.
true,
I'll throw in my
true.
2 cents, but I mean to agree though, like the arcade version has been the better version.
Mm.
Because then too, like I mean, granted, I mean you can cheat too. You know what I'm saying, when you're looking down the scope and you can't find
Oh
nobody, but
yeah.
and then
Oh yeah, that's
you
true.
just sniper and then you look back. But I mean, yeah, I prefer this game in the arcade setting versus console. I mean, I played it on console,
Correct.
just as fun, but the arcade is funner.
Hey, it's really different if you're actually holding a not real sniper
Mm.
rifle. Disclaimer.
Oh,
Not a freaking controller.
am I remembering incorrectly that in Silent Scope, the arcade game, the large screen is a full view, but if you look in the scope of
It's like how you're zooming in.
it's a tiny zoom. It's a tiny little screen that actually does show where the gun is pointing in a
Yeah.
zoomed in manner. Am I
So it's
remembering that
yeah.
correctly?
So the
Yes.
sniper, the scope is consistently zoomed in compared to
Mhm.
the screen.
Very cool. Which it kind of
This
simulates
show
the
is very
PS2.
dangerous. They're talking about sniping.
Can I just say, Sir Richard Ryan, who is a marksman, just for
Yes.
information, he says
I'm-
humidity, temperature, rotation of the earth,
Mhm.
if shooting at effective range of your rifle. So there
That's
you go.
true. That's true.
Yeah,
You also
so-
have to factor in the curvature of the horizon of the world. Yeah, it's true.
And then you
It's
also
true.
got to factor in that there's fucking animals in the middle of nowhere.
Are you guys
Oh, yeah.
implying that
Yeah.
the Earth is round?
Oh yeah, but I forgot. The Earth is flat. It's on the back of turtles going down in an infinite regress. Yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh.
There
Yeah,
you
you're
go.
right, Joe.
There you go. There you go.
right.
I think
So you're saying
when-
if Sir Richard kind of shoots around, we can all see it fly by us.
Yeah.
I think we'll move on to Sir Joe. Sir Joel's next game before you head off. Sir Joe.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any more?
Okay. After
No more
after
comments
me.
about it.
Yeah, after me, we can go into a quick ad break. But yeah, the second game that I want or should we do ad break first and then I'll do mine? What do you think, Joe?
Just knock yours
Yeah,
out.
let's do ad breaks.
Let's do ad break
God
then,
for-
so that yeah.
Might as well. We don't want to be labeled as rebels.
Too late. We're already
Yeah.
there.
It's true. It's true.
Do
Yeah.
you like playing video games? Do you like reading about history? Do you like learning about video game history? Then you should give yourself the gift of owning some video game history books from BitMap. Since 2014, BitMap Books have published numerous colorful and well-detailed hardbound books about video games ranging from the different video game consoles of old and the various video game genres that will surely pique the interest of its core fanbase. BitMap's team of global video game journalists, players, and illustrators have produced numerous award-winning titles that celebrate the software, hardware, and developers that laid down the foundations for the billion-dollar video game industry we all know and love today. International shipping is also available with careful and considerate packaging from BitMap Books. If you don't want to take my word for it, then you can believe the people, almost 10,000 satisfied customers who submitted their glowing written reviews and video reviews after receiving their books from BitMap. By ordering your first BitMap book using our link, you will also be supporting the Timeless Gamers Show in spreading our love of video games and their rich history. Start your own online live streams, webinars, podcasts, online classes, and virtual presentations with Streamyard. By using Streamyard's user-friendly interface, you can also do simultaneous multi-streaming if you have accounts to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and other platforms. If live streaming is not your style, video and audio recordings are also available, especially with those who have variable and inconsistent internet connections. The finished output will still come out as clear and well articulated exactly as you originally intended. You can also customize the appearance of your presentation, like green screen effects, facial touch-ups to smoothen out those facial blemishes, multiple cameras for multiple guests joining in the discussion, your own wallpaper on the background, adding your own logo as a watermark, sharing videos from your own computer or other website for added visual aids with or without audio, uploading your own background music if you wish to set the mood when talking, and lots more. Before you can enjoy all of the wonderful full features of StreamYard, you can start with a 14-day free trial by using our link. Not only that you are supporting the Timeless Gamer Show, but you can see it for yourself how easy it is using StreamYard.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. If you've just joined us, we're talking PS2 launch titles, and Sir Joel will be giving his second PS2 launch title game. Take it away, Sir Joel.
All right, sounds good. So, the second game that I have on my arsenal for the launch titles is a game called Summoner for PS2. It is the first RPG on PlayStation 2, and what an RPG it was. Summoner tells the story of your main character named Joseph, who happens to be a farm boy and is has the mark of the summoner on his left hand. He was born with the mark of the summoner, and it so happens that you can only have one summoner any single time in this particular world. So a summoner is, for those of you who are familiar, who have played with the game, with the games like Baldur's Gate, it treads familiar tropes. You're the tragic hero who was born with the mark and accidentally released his powers as a child and destroyed his entire village and fled to a different one where you had to hide your powers. And eventually uh some guys from an enemy nation come in invading and try to find you to use you as a weapon. But yeah, this is a role playing game where you have a giant world where you can explore, fight monsters, summon creatures, get new companions, and surprisingly, it has a very deep storyline. If you guys are at all interested in finding a game where there's political machinations, interesting characters, those who want to invest hours into a game, you can do worse than playing a game called Summoner and its sequel on PlayStation 2 as well, Summoner 2. This might be something that you'd enjoy, but it's sad to say it is not turn-based fighting. It's pseudo turn-based fighting, where if you fight an enemy, you can develop chain combos. Like when you strike at an enemy, a little chain icon shows up, and you press certain combination of buttons in the face button. If you press those buttons properly, you can chain multiple hits in a sequence, and it gets strong. You can cause damage multiple times, but the window to press those buttons shortens little by little. You have to press those buttons faster and faster, almost like a quick time sequence. I'm not quite sure how you like quick time sequences in RPGs, but that's the gist of the fighting here in Summoner. Of course, there's also magic casting, where you're the gist of your magic is where you summon creatures, almost as an additional party member. But they tend to just you tend to stick to the few ones that the gigantic creatures that will cause max damage. But yes, This is the launch RPG of the PlayStation 2. Large, open, sprawling world, lots of missions to accomplish, very good storyline to play, and a very interesting fighting mechanic as well. If you are looking for something that is off the beaten path in terms of role-playing games, if you're sick and tired of Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, or are looking for something that might be different than what you're used to, Summoner is the game to play. It launched with PS2. A lot of people kind of bagged on it because of the fact that it's way very different from what they're used to in terms of the PlayStation 1 RPGs. But yeah, this is the game to play for if you are at all inclined towards Western style RPGs. Oh, and it's developed by Volition as well. The guys who did the 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 the, the Saints Row series, if I remember correctly, Juan, right?
Oh, I
Saints
like
Row.
Saints Rose.
Mhm.
Saints Row. I thought that was Vulcan.
There you go. That's it. So yes, this was their initial effort in the RPG arena. They've had previous games before. This is their first time doing an RPG, and I'd say they nailed it. They knocked it out of the park in terms of storyline, in terms of gameplay, in terms of flavor, I guess, for lack of a better term, for the world. But yeah, it's janky, and the loading times, the negatives of it are significant though. The loading times, if you're running on a disk, are extremely significant. We're talking like you can see the progress bar inching as you load from one area to another. That's one bad thing, but it is a plus when you're emulating it because it loads really quickly in digital. But
Turned on
yeah,
fast loading.
that's it. That's true. But yes, another thing about it is it's the humor. You can tell that the developers at Volition, now known as Deep Silver, if I remember correctly,
Yeah. Mhm.
enjoyed enjoyed making this game because they even had a little skit at the very end of the game, where you can see the actual characters like Joseph and Fleece, if I remember correctly, sitting around the Dungeons and Dragons table and playing like they're actually playing Dungeons and Dragons. They're saying, "All right, I attack the darkness," or something. I think that's where the meme came from. I attack the darkness with what? Fireball or whatever. And it's hilarious. One of those early 2000 memes. If you guys, you young whippersnappers, wouldn't know anymore, but we had memes way back when, and this was one of the games that started off those early memes. Summoner on PS2, and if you guys want, you can continue it with Summoner 2, also on PS2. Back to you, RV.
Ah, it looks really cool. Thank you for sharing that. So Joel,
So,
I haven't played it myself, but I'd definitely give it a shot. After hearing you speak about it, it looks really cool. As you can see, if you're watching the live stream, you can see the gameplay there on the left. So one, have you tried this before?
I've never played Summoner. Like I've seen it, but never played it. But a fun fact to what Joel was talking about loading times. These games on the PS2, where everything was on a disc, no patches like we have now. So if the game was
Absolutely,
fucking
yes, good
terrible,
point.
you bought a terrible fucking copy unless they re-released it. But on this though, like I've never played it. I've seen it but never played it. I actually
Mhm,
have it in my library. Just haven't
mhm.
gotten around to playing it.
Very good point though, Juan, which is a plus if you're in retro gaming. When you bought something, you bought the entire thing.
Hmm.
DLCs were not a thing yet. Microtransactions were not a thing yet. Like one says, if you bought a really good game, that's an investment in time and enjoyment. If you bought a bad game, it's bad forever because it's
Yeah.
all burned onto this. There's no fixing it, sad
Hmm.
to say. But yes, that's a very pertinent, very excellent, very important point, Juan. Retro gaming has over modern gaming because
Hmm.
sure, modern gaming can fix the bad things that happened, but that just makes you a glorified beta tester. The moment that you buy a game, you just
Hmm.
basically test
Essentially.
it out, you run into the bugs, and then you complain about it online, and then the developers see it and say, "Oh, we should come out with a patch for this," and that's when they fix
When they
it.
get all the crash, the
Mhm.
crash, messages and
Yes,
stuff from the games.
absolutely, yeah.
You're not getting paid to beta
Oh
test.
yeah,
They're taking your money.
yeah, absolutely. You're a glorified free beta tester, basically nowadays. Whereas in the old days, you got a product. You got and we don't condone it, but if buying is not owning, then piracy is not stealing. Just letting you
Mm.
guys in
So,
on that one.
and then a fun fact: and any of you guys here in the panel, or
Mhm.
anybody that's listening, in your guys' respected areas,
Mhm.
if you're ever to be a game tester for any games for Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, do it. It is fun
Mhm.
as hell.
Mhm.
I did it
True.
for when they launched God of War for the PS4.
Very cool.
That shit
Nice.
was fucking fun.
Mm.
So Richard Ryan says PlayStation introduced the concept of installing the game from the disc, and this is the lesson they learned and implemented to the PlayStation 3 onward.
Yeah. Mhm.
And
All right.
So
I remember
Rosie,
that
your
too.
thoughts on this game?
Well, well, it looks like a 90s game for me. American made. Because I can tell by the graphics.
Very.
They're
Yeah.
trying to stretch the texture to its limits. The frames, of course, they are notoriously eventually American made. So far I have no idea that this game was released, but when I see it, looks like early versions of Dungeon Siege. And then
Right.
next will be the Baldur's Gate,
Yep.
the Dark Alliance, or probably Lord of the
Yep.
Rings.
Yep.
Just looking at the
But I
character
didn't know
reminds
this
me
is
of
a
Devil
launch
May
title. I
Cry.
don't know. I didn't see this on GameSpot when it was released. So, or maybe wasn't able to see this on Expert Gamer magazine, EGMs, probably. Uh, well, maybe if I'm going to play it, maybe I'm just gonna watch it how it was worked. So probably there are some already evolutions of this kind of game before. So yeah, probably I'm just gonna watch it. I'm not gonna play it.
Just watching this fight scene right here, like literally, it takes me back to our episode on Civilization. It's the same style.
Mm,
Just
it's like medieval in PS1. Yeah, by the
Correct.
fluid, by the fluidity, because the third person shooter was that terrible before. Blasto was terrible.
So Joe, your thoughts on Summoner? Does it
here we
make you
go.
want
Here we
to?
go.
All right.
Everybody,
Looking at the
hide your kids,
gameplay.
everybody. Hide your kids. He's gonna get
Okay.
crazy.
Looking at the gameplay and listening to you guys, what a very violent and dangerous game this is.
Oh my
It kind of
goodness.
Kids, he doesn't mean that.
I feel like it influences teenagers, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, picking up their parents' sword and then going around neighborhood and running around, slashing, stabbing other kids with swords.
So,
So,
essentially,
ve-
you're saying goth kids.
So it's basically what you're saying, Joe. Is it's an England knife crime simulator? Then basically what you're saying.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
UK
mean-
knife crime simulator. Okay, got it. Okay.
a very violent and dangerous game. See, so it kind of teaches you how to swing a sword
Mhm.
against other folks. This game should be banned.
Man, we've been
Anyway.
swinging swords since we've been walking. Okay.
Yeah, heck, well, not that kind of sword, but any for,
You caught
for a
on to it
dude,
quick.
for,
No,
yeah,
I mean,
for a
alright.
dude, any stick on the ground is a sword.
any stick on the
Trust
ground.
me on this one. Yeah.
I mean, with all seriousness, okay. Let's just say, so this is year 2001, right?
Mhm.
And let's imagine, so we're from so we're from Microsoft, and we're watching the gameplay for Summoner,
Mhm.
and we are PC people, right? We see this during the Sony during the Sony PlayStation showcase, and we were like, holy shit, these are the kinds of games that we usually run exclusively on PC,
True. Very true. Yeah.
right? And if we're from Microsoft, we're like, shit, the boss is not gonna like this. Bill Gates ain't gonna like this.
Mhm.
If these are the games that the PS2 is capable of, say goodbye to the PC.
Mhm. True. 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 Mhm.
So I'm not gonna rule out the possibility that they saw this, and it's one of those games that they saw during the Sony PS2 showcase, that they had to run the ideas in the creation of the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Then
I
enter
mean,
Xbox.
yeah. True. 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 I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jade Empire got a lot of its ideas from here. For any of you who might be familiar with an
Jade
old game
Empire
called Jade Empire, that was a really good one.
launch for the
Probably,
Xbox.
yeah. Yes, they probably got a few of their ideas from this game as well. Yeah. All
Another
right.
violent game. Jade Empire should be
Thank you, Sir
banned.
Joe. Thank you, Sir Joe. Yeah.
But I know that game got good ratings though too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Summary, yeah. Which one?
No.
Jade Empire or
Jade Empire. Like,
Jade Empire had really good ratings, honestly,
Hmm.
and it's available on GOG right now for those of you who want to play a really good Eastern themed RPG. If I remember correctly, was it developed by BioWare as well? I could be wrong on that one, or Black Isle, the same guys.
BioWare.
BioWare, the same guys who did
Yes,
BioWare.
I have a copy of that in my EA app before.
Nice, very good.
I got it
Very
for
good.
free when I
Yeah.
was
Even better.
when I was working when our client was EA.
Nice, very good.
And then
Those of
too,
you
for
who
Jade Empire, if you
For
guys
Jade
own
Empire.
an Xbox One Series X,
Mhm.
it's backwards compatible. So if you can find a copy of it,
Nice,
and then
absolutely.
you'll get an HD upgrade pack too, so make it look a little bit smoother.
Yes, one of the better games that BioWare ever came out, aside from the Baldur's Gate series and Planescape Torment and Icewind Dale, Jade Empire. Give it a try, give it a shot, enjoy it. It was BioWare when it was really, really good. Nowadays, not so much, but the glory days are still the glory days, and they're still available to you. Check out GOG for the game. Mhm.
Thank you, Sir Joel, for Summoner. I'll go ahead and present my next PS2 launch title game, Swing Away Golf. Grab your virtual clubs, adjust your visor, and prepare to yell 4 at your television, because today we're checking out Swing Away Golf for the PlayStation 2, developed by TE Soft. TE stands for Technology and Entertainment. It's a Japan company, and also published by EA, Electronic Arts. I played the game, the story mode, where you start by picking a quirky golfer. You can see there on the screen there's the screen, as you can see, the video, the intro kind of reminds me of like one of those when you sing
Kind of look like Sims.
and
like
then
Sims.
you'll just have like a random background of that. So yeah, as you can see, you pick one of those characters. Each one has kind of a personality, and you start off as a rookie golfer and work your way up to becoming on the pro tour. What's cool is that the golfer actually improves over time. So instead of fixed stats, you can actually choose what your stats want to be. So for my one, I pretty much chose all power because I want to be like Happy Gilmore, just all power, no accuracy, no recovery, just all power, and I regretted it.
It's all in the hips, baby. It's all in the hips.
So you're saying is when you were on the green, you were trying to go for a putt, but you launched it 500 yards with all that power?
You earn skill points by winning tournaments, and that can be invested into distance, again, which I maxed out, so I didn't need to do that, accuracy, control, and recovery. It's surprisingly addictive, and before you know it, you're not just playing golf, you're kind of playing like RPG golf
This game is
'cause,
promoting gambling.
you have to kind of manage your stats. Additionally, when you win tournaments, you unlock new courses and gear. Every eagle gets you closer to greatness. And the controls are simple, but you'll soon discover that hitting a golf ball straight is apparently one of humanity's greatest challenges, at least for me it was. Firstly, you use the analog stick to kind of aim where you want to hit the ball, and then you press the face button once to start the power meter, and then you press it again to there you go, so you can aim using the analog, and then you press the face
Sounds
button
like
to start the
Madden's field goal
power
mechanic.
meter, and you press it again to kind of dictate how much power you want to give, and then you press it again for accuracy. Okay, you want to kind of get it in between those blue kind of things. So visually, as you can see, Swing Away Golf is bright, colorful, cartoon style. The characters look like they wandered from an anime convention straight into a golf course, but it works. The courses are packed with detail, look amazing. Audio wise, the music is nice, and you get that satisfying sound as soon as you hit the ball. Underneath the cute visuals, though, there's actually decent amount of depth. Wind affects shots, slope influences putts, and terrain changes how the ball behaves. So while the game looks approachable, it's definitely it makes you think before you swing, if you know what I mean. It's more, which is more than what I can say for my real golf strategy. Again, Happy Gilmore. But when you're playing story mode, you have to play with the computer, meaning you have to watch them hit the ball as well. I don't know if there's like a setting to turn that off. I did try, but it kind of drove me insane having to watch the computer take every shot during story mode. And to make matters worse, the computer always seemed to be ready with a clever comment whenever I launched the ball nearest to all the way into the trees. But Swing Away Golf strikes a sweet spot between arcade and genuine golf strategy. It's accessible to casual players, but deep enough for kind of golf enthusiasts. Sure, it lacks some realism and features of the bigger PGA titles, but it makes up for it with the charm and personality. It's kind of the game that easy to pick up and surprisingly difficult to put down. I'm giving Swing Away Golf a 7 out of 10. A few shots landed in the bunker, but most of them found their way on the fairway. Thoughts, guys?
All right. My thoughts on this is it does remind me of one of the newer
Everybody Golf.
Everybody Golf or Hot Shots Golf, if I remember correctly. Which was based on a Korean online game called Pangya, or was it Japanese? I completely forgot. But those games are very arcadey. We're talking like in no stats at all. Where you just choose your iron, whether it's wood or iron or what level, and it's you factor in the wind, you factor in what the direction is, you factor in the power of your swing, and you just let loose. The fact that you're describing this as you have to build your character with certain stats, it's quite interesting actually, RB. I haven't tried this one yet. I might give it a shot. The last golf game that I played was in the Yakuza series. That was kind of fun. It did reignite my little enjoyment, shall we say, switch when it comes to golf games. So I might give this one a try. So yes,
100%.
I would probably give this one a try for the RPG stats building aspect. Definitely, I'll give this a shot. Or everybody, or
For sure,
or a putt.
Mm-hmm. So one, your thoughts on Swing Away Golf?
I've never played it. Like, I'm not really into golf games, but I have picked up, a free copy of Tiger Woods golfing. So, but like, I'm not really into golf. But I mean, this looks fun. I mean, by how you were describing it, and you build your character. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to have a maxed out fucking powerful fucking golfer and launch him like Happy Gilmore. But actually, I have it though. I have it though in my library.
Oh, you have it? Yeah. There you go. So Rosie, have you ever played golf before?
Hot Shots Golf. And my first golf was, of course, in family computer, of course, NES. And then I played some golf games way back in Macintosh.
Oh,
Macintosh. Yeah.
Nice.
The classic. PGA Tour.
Classic, yeah.
And then my last one was Hot Shots Golf, which is very fun.
Yeah.
Even if it's a demo, dude, I can play that all day. It's like you can play it for hours, even if it's a demo. Dude, you can play it for hours. And all you need to do there is just master your timing, master your button pressing, and catch the wind.
You might like this game then if you played Hot Shots.
Probably, yeah.
I want to ask Sir Joe, because like I mentioned previously, had like you have to kind of allocate stats go. It might be down your alley, Sir Joe. What do you think? Or not really?
All right. Based on what I'm seeing gameplay wise and listening to you guys, a
I want
video
to see
game
how he
that
spins
can
this as a violent game. Okay, I want to hear it. I want to hear how he spins this as a violent game. Come on.
easily frustrate you and can potentially make you insane kind of makes it dangerous, you
Oh
know.
my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes you, it kind of makes the kids nowadays, influence them on getting a, I don't know, like a golf club and start hitting things, maybe
Mhm.
furniture, maybe
Not to
someone
mention
else,
Happy Gilmore.
maybe the
Happy Gilmore.
nanny,
Yeah, Happy Gilmore.
like
Okay.
Happy Gilmore did. You know, I mean, it's all fun in games until somebody loses an eye. So you know what? This game should be banned.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You know what?
Or no,
You know
I
what?
mean,
Just to that comment, I have something to say, but I'll say it, in later after we're done.
Okay,
all right,
okay, got it.
okay. Like Sir Rosie says, my first golf game was back in the NES, the Famicom. Just golf. That's
Okay,
it.
yeah.
That's what they call it. That's what they call it. Just golf. And then years later, the actual like somewhat simulated golf that I played is Yakuza. One of the mini games, I don't remember.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
So and I mean it's nice. I mean this game coming out of PS2. I would say if you guys, so you JRPG players out there, if you're having some trouble playing Shadow Hearts, play this game first. I would say.
Yes, because
Right?
it's got the same what's the right word for it, John? The attack meter, shall we say? Or
The attack meters, yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, don't go full on Shadow Hearts. Play this one first. I mean, once you get the proper timing right, I mean, to my knowledge, the attack ring here or the golf ring, or hit ring, rather, is a little bit slower. It's easier to manage compared to in Shadow Hearts. So if you manage to get the rhythm right with here, I mean, you'll do wonders with Shadow Hearts.
Mhm.
I would like to add. I just remember there is an Hot Shots golf game where you play as Kratos, and your iron is your blades of chaos.
Really? Okay. What platform is that
And
one?
and then the way he smashes golf ball, there is a rage Kratos there.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Okay, I'll
So
find that one.
Erman says, that's what I'm talking about. You've mastered Gal's panic. Haha. Sir
Mm.
Jedium says, a real dad's game, 100%. And Sir Richard says, golf as a violent game? Question mark, stress management, question mark. There you go.
Stress mismatch. There you go.
That's it for the swing away golf. We'll move on to Sir One's next PS2 title.
Hold on.
Okay. So One, take it away.
Okay, so let's see. What should I do?
Was it Midnight? Was it
No,
Midnight?
I'll do Smuggler's Run.
Smugglers,
I'll do
okay.
Midnight Clubs last. So, Smuggler's Run was one of the launch titles for PS2. So you're playing a new smuggler, with a variety of vehicles, from dune buggies, rally cars, and military vehicles.
Rockstar.
This game, I mean, it was developed by Angel Studios and and published by Rockstar. Right? Before we get deeper. So you just like I said, I mean, you're just pretty much a cargo smuggler, trying to evade border patrol, CIA, and rival gangs. This game introduced 3 modes. So you had a career mode, a turf war, which was just a bunch of mini games, to play, and then joyriding. So you can kind of just joyride the big ass open map that it offers.
Oh, that sounds cool.
It's a third person perspective. It is you can play multiplayer with another person in the room. I mean, you needed a memory card to save your progress. If you didn't have a memory card, you were fucked. This game, I mean, it also had a port for the Game Boy Advance, which didn't do good. I mean, it was the PS2 version was the preferred way to play.
Bigger screen.
But when it comes to it, like, I mean, running like the steering controls, it's just as bad as fucking Ridge Racer 5. Like literally, like I mean, it's very touchy. You touch it, and you just fucking the wheel just goes. "Eek." See, as you look
Sensitive.
at the wheel, very sensitive.
Mm.
But I mean, hands on, like I mean, was a fun game when I played it for the first time on PS2. Did any of you guys ever played it?
No, no, but looking from the gameplay, looks very, very fun. Does kind of remind me of a game that so JDM mentioned in, I think, the co-op title. I can't remember the title, but it's very
What the
similar.
Vigilante 8?
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you remember that, Sir Joe? Do you remember that? Yeah. It kind of reminds me of that. But
And
yeah,
then
looks
Vigilante
fun.
8 is pretty much Vigilante 8 is just another project, just like Twisted Metal. Same concept, just what's it different?
Would you play this multiplayer? So one?
Yeah. Yeah. It's 2 players.
Yeah. Nice. So Rosie,
and like the arcade mode, so like the mini games and stuff that you play.
Yeah.
You can play, co-op and stuff with a friend.
Oh, nice. So Rosie, is this something, a game that you'd try, perhaps?
Probably GTA San Andreas, where you have an off-road mission. That's one. And then way back, I played 4x4 monster trucks.
Oh, nice.
Hardcore. Yeah.
Oh.
So the good thing about those controls is it's not stiff, but it's a monster truck, so we don't know the physics, but I have fun playing. And yeah, this game just reminds me of the missions in San Andreas.
Nice.
Going to doing missions for Torino. Yeah, that's the vibe that I got there.
Yeah, I like San Andreas.
Or when you're, when you're out in like the country, when you're going between Vice City and San Fierro, like all that open road.
Yes, yep, that one.
Yeah, San Andreas was fun. So Joe, your thoughts on this game?
Smuggler's Run, right? So based on the gameplay that I'm looking at and listening to you guys, a video game that influences people to smuggle.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of teaches you how to smuggling stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is crime all over, written all over it, right? I don't know. I mean, it might influence some teenagers in doing some smuggling of contraband, illegal stuff, and running around with with heavy machinery, driving insanely across off road. Very, very, very dangerous. This game should be banned. I don't know. It kind of. I mean, look at the gameplay. It kind of looks like it's one of those not really racing, but like driving simulation games that you'd see back in the mid '90s as a PC game. Kind of looks like it though. Reminds me of. I remember when AVG and the Angry Video Game Nerd when he did Big Rigs. I'm not sure if you guys watched that episode. Anyway, this game kind of looks like it. I don't know. Granted, this is like 2001. A lot of game developers were still struggling on how to push the PS2 graphics up to its limit. So it's like stuck in a limbo between moving on to the PS1 but not there with 100% PS2 graphically speaking, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But who gives a crap about graphics, right? It's all about the gameplay. If Sir One finds it interesting and fun, then there's something in this game. I mean, God forbid, not just by appearance, just play the game. Is it something that I would play? Not really. But that being said, that's just me. I already played enough Twisted Metal and Vigilante 8, and I'm like, is this something out of the ordinary? I mean, if I'm good with those games, does this push the envelope a little bit further than that? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, Sir One might know the answer to this more than I do. or maybe Sir JDM? I mean, in
but-
comparison with Twisted Metal and Vigilante 8, Sir One, how does this compare?
I mean, essentially, I mean, this and Twisted Metal, I mean, you're not shooting each other. You're just literally, I mean, you're bumper cars trying to pick, like this mode right here. You're trying to pick up packages and deliver them. You can steal them from people, but I mean, you don't kill nobody. That's the only upside to it.
Yeah.
I mean, because when this game came out, like, I mean, the legacy that they were trying to leave, especially when the PS2 came out, is that, you know, this was a fun game to play, accessible, racing, stealth type.
Yeah.
So
There you
it's
go.
so it's a game that's not necessarily trying to kill each other, but just encourages theft. Still a bad game. It's still a very bad. It's still a very bad game.
So I mean, when I
For
first
its
when I
intended
first seen
purposes.
it, I just saw the name of the game and I'm just like, okay, like it sounded interesting. Like I said,
Yeah,
when I played it, I was
Smugglers
like, dude, it was. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
you gotta
for
think too. Like our graphics at that time when PS2 came out, dude, it was like, holy shit, it was fucking nice.
Yeah.
I mean, now
totally.
you look at it, you're like, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
it looks
True.
like something
True.
a fucking a toddler put together.
Mm.
But I
No,
mean,
no,
hands
great.
on, it's a fun game. So you just got to get, the more you play, the funner it gets. So I didn't say, so with this game, there was, I think it was like 33 missions. And like out of those missions, you had like a small handful that you had to run from Border Patrol, CIA, that made it very intense.
Oh.
And until you can run
I
over
would
people too.
say, I mean, I would say this game would be best in considering of you know what, that game deliver at all cost. So
I've seen
Sir
that.
JDM knows that
Yeah,
game.
I've seen that.
So it's kind of like I mean, this video game right here, Smuggler's Run, is kind of like a predecessor to deliver at all costs. Kind of. I mean, in terms of, in terms of the objective of the game, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, essentially, you're going to have to get it and play it for like an hour just so you kind of get a feel.
Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. So JDM also says you also have this fetch quest in Far Cry games. So thank you, Sir JDM, for the comment. Deliver at all costs uses tank controls. Apparently. So
Fuck tank controls.
Moving on.
It incites so tank controls incites violence within me. So anything with tank controls should be banned.
Tank. The name, it says it's all tank. There you go. Moving on, we'll go on to Sir Rosie's second PS2 title. So Rosie, take it away.
Sorry, I didn't play the Armored Core 2. Maybe it's because of
GTA.
I'm not
I mean, with
really,
GTA.
yeah,
GT4.
I'm not really into. I don't know. Maybe I'm just I'm not. I'm just being a Gundam biased. All right.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay. But for my experience when we got our first PS2 game, because my brother bought a PS2, a white one, in Japan.
Oh.
With Gran Turismo 4 with the white case. And Final Fantasy X International also in white case.
Oh.
So it was bundled. So those were the launch titles.
Wow.
Yep. So.
And just to answer, sorry to butt in there, Sir Rosie, just to answer Sir One's question, he asked me before the specifications of the PS2. So we have the CPU, custom 64-bit emotion engine. GPU is a custom graphics synthesizer. System memory is 32 megabytes RD RAM. Video memory is 4 megabytes embedded DRAM. Media is 4.7 gigabyte DVD ROM 700. Audio is 48 channel SPU2, supported for 3D sound and Dolby Digital. And connectivity, 2 memory card slots, 2 controller ports, 2 USB 1.1 expansion bay, and for HDD/network adapter. There you go. There's the specifications for the PS2. But yeah, sorry,
at this time too, just to add in, it was the cheapest DVD player also because they had the built-in DVD player.
Yeah.
Did anyone use it for
And
DVD? So I'm just curious.
yeah, and I want to
Who
add it. I
used it
think
for
I
DVD?
watched this on YouTube back then. How complicated the CPU of PlayStation 2 is, and
Oh yeah.
and if you notice, it's still being emulated because of the complexity
It's got
of
great games. Yeah,
uh,
for
of,
sure.
of CPU. And yes, it never gets old. You can
Yeah.
still play it.
Mm.
And
I still play
there's
PS2
still
games like crazy.
and it's still much better if you're on CRT TV.
Is this so, Joe? Is this Gran Turismo that you're showing?
That's great. Just
That's
GT4.
for
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It still looks good. Look at the video, guys. It still looks great. It still looks good. I don't know about the
So
controls.
Never
Rodi,
gets
in
old.
comparison with Ridge Racer 5, how does GT4 compare?
The controls.
Like in everything.
Analog, of course.
Mm. I mean the car designs, the racetrack designs, because we had we had Gran Turismo 1, 2, and 3, PlayStation 1, and all throughout the years and for each installment, Gran Turismo got better and better. Now jumping to PS2, with your experience, Sir Joel's not here anymore. How does this game compare to the other games? GT, Gran Turismo.
Well, it was a game made for simulation. So I remember when they wanted to create Gran Turismo, they created motor tune racing first. So they need to try the physics first on motor tune racing. Then Gran Turismo was next. The first time I played Gran Turismo 1 was on 1998. But it was it was good enough that I played the Japanese version first because of the exclusivity of the JDM cars.
Yeah.
That's the first time I heard about Subaru. First time I heard about NSX. First time I heard about the Skyline. All I know was Toyota, Nissan, and Mitsubishi.
Honda,
That's it.
Mitsubishi,
Yeah.
Ford, Mercedes.
And
The branded ones.
it was so hard at first because you, as a 9-year-old kid playing that game, you're trying your best to be on a manual transmission and as well as turning. Dude, it's not your ordinary arcade game. So it was frustrating at first. And then there goes the tuning part. I don't want to dwell much about it, but yeah, that's where I became good at at racing games because of that.
Sir One, GT4, go.
Never played it.
Really?
Yeah.
Gran Turismo?
Not.
No, I mean,
four.
not. Oh, not 4.
I mean,
when
it came to PS2, my
GT1,
biggest
2, and 3?
yes, my
Oh.
biggest racing game for PlayStation 2 was Need for Speed Underground. That was like my biggest.
Oh yes, Need for Speed. Yeah.
Granted, it
NFL.
wasn't. I mean, it wasn't simulation like Gran Turismo, but like I mean, it was just arcade and fun. But yeah, GT4, I didn't play it. Like 4, 5, and 6, I didn't play. So I went straight to 7 and played it in VR. I mean, because essentially, it's. I mean, all the Gran Turismo series. I mean, it's simulated racing. Just bam, they just make a new game. But like on the modern console, the current gen now games, like I mean, it's more intense, more realistic than what it was. Like tuning cars in Gran Turismo 7, like dude, it's a fucking pain in the ass. Like to try to get your car set up right for courses. Like it's very, very detailed, like on tuning, suspension, dampers, all that crap, aerodynamics. Here, you could just jump in a Subaru WRX and have at it. You'll be fine.
So Rosie,
I agree because when I was also playing with the steering wheel and VR, dude, it gave me kind of a workout. Yeah.
Especially the PlayStation steering wheel with the feedback. Oh, it fights you back. Like literally, you're literally like you can have your hands at a 10 and 2, and all of a sudden, if you slide out or whatever, the steering wheel
there you go.
literally
Look at that. So
will
Rosie.
lock you. it'll lock you hella fast.
He's playing it right now.
Wow, he's ghost driving.
So Richard Ryan says the PlayStation 2 is basically a low-powered PC, especially on a Linux OS. However, it is a better buy to a PC whenever possible. Thank you, Sir Richard.
I remember carrying my PS2 everywhere I went, man. I go to my brother's house, I have my PS2 in my backpack.
I had the slim version as well, actually. I took that to the Philippines, the slim version. It was pretty cool.
But we used to play GTA a lot.
According to the emulation, since it's still not perfect, but most of the games today are already playable. Because you are programming the CPU of PS2 itself, which is there's a lot of coding in there. There are some specific games that has a specific patches, specific fixes. So yeah, that's how complex the PS2 CPU is. That's why it's still the best console of all time. Well, I really wanted to make it more handheld. Hopefully, someone will.
Cool.
Yeah, someone will. Well, I was able to play PS1 emulator on a Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
Yeah. What if PS2, right? But it's still.
What if?
There's still a long way to go because even
this
if
also works too.
Oh, dude.
So I have it. Well, because when I got mine's a Japanese import, so I had to mod it to where I switch over the cross and circle button to make it American.
Oh man, dude, I really need to buy one of those because man,
So,
I
but if
haven't
you get a
played my
Japanese
hands on
version,
Vita.
a Japanese version is cheaper than like if I was to buy it here in the States.
Buy the Japanese version, get it modded to play US.
All right. I'll ask some of our friends there where to get it. I know a source.
eBay, man, eBay. That's where I got mine.
RGCP.
Yes. Mhm.
Tax, shipping, and everything. I paid about $83.
I mean, RGCP has a few. I mean, you can skip the middleman there.
Oh yes. We have some hangout place there where they lay it on the curb on the sidewalk. and
Joe.
yes, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, Rosie. I was just going to say, so Joe, final thoughts on Gran Turismo before we head off to your one.
Looking at the video game play and listening to you guys, especially what Sir Rosie said. So he was 9 years old playing this game. So what does that tell me? So
It's safe.
Impressionable 9-year-olds might start driving cars using heavy machinery, trying to figure out how to drive. Yeah, this game is very dangerous. Okay, should be banned. Very deadly. All right. With Gran Turismo, so I played the first two Gran Turismo games PS1, and I mean, to be honest, it's Gran Turismo was one of the first games that my cousin had when he got his PlayStation, and we used to play in his house just to play PlayStation. And Gran Turismo is one of the games that he had. Played lots of it, and then jumping to the PlayStation 2. Like, I'm really impressed on how graphically improved it was.
It looks good.
And with all of and acquiring all of the licenses and the rights to display all of those cars, like, wow, really. And just like Sir RP mentioned, it's the first time that I was aware that there are other brands of cars out there, not just the Japanese ones and the American ones. Not to mention with Gran Turismo 4, it's one of those games that upscalers usually test when it comes to PlayStation 2 upscaling. When we're using like special devices or AV or video cables when they are trying to come up with uh, something to upscale the
Oh, there we
PlayStation
go.
2 graphics using a not with a CRT television, but an LED flat screen, right? So GT Gran Turismo 4 is one of those games, along with God of War. To my understanding, like if if your upscaling cable or your upscaling device makes Gran Turismo 4 look at least somewhat 90% feasible compared to the CRT graphics, or I mean the or the CRT look, then that means hey, your device is good to go. Like even using my Retro Think 5X, I used it when I tested Gran Turismo 4. And I'm like, okay, it's not. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, granted, I mean, even if I was using the HD retro, the HD retro vision PS2 component cables, I mean, it still kind of looks washy. I mean, in my eyes, but to be fair, I mean, it's one of those games that's very hard to upscale properly. But yeah, I mean, if I don't even have, I mean, it looks okay, but once you're starting to play the game as you go, you don't even notice it.
Yeah,
So yeah, Gran Turismo 4, an awesome driving simulation game. Very nice touch for PlayStation to have this at launch.
Yeah, still going strong as well, Gran Turismo. Like so one said, it's got like a VR, so it's one of the best driving sims out there. So for sure, thank you.
Mhm.
So Joe, we'll go on to yours again. So Joe, for your final PS2 launch game, I can't remember what it is. Sorry for the life of me, but I'm sure you'll
Right.
remind me in a second.
Um, the last one that I wanna, the last one for me, for this PS2 launch game episode is something called Dynasty Warriors 2. Okay, Dynasty
There you go.
Warriors
There you
2.
go. Really good
There you
game,
go.
actually.
And
I like
yeah,
Dynasty.
I tried a few launch titles, really, seriously. And among of the games that I tolerated the most is Silent Scope and this one, Dynasty Warriors 2. So what this is all about. Now, to my knowledge, the first Dynasty Warriors game was a fighting game. And then for some reason they thought, you know what, why not just make it a beat 'em up game? And ever since then, with launching Dynasty Warriors 2, it got so popular with the players that till this day they're still doing the Muso style gameplay. Like you're alone versus a bunch of enemies, like a horde of enemies. I mean, not exactly like a not. I mean, not exactly a hack and slash games where it's just you and then 4 or 5 enemies trying to gang rape you. If anything, this is like 10 or 20
This game needs to
enemies
be
trying to
banned.
gang rape you.
It needs to be
Right?
banned.
It needs to be banned, really,
Mhm.
because it teaches kids to to bully or single out one person. A very dangerous game. Should be banned. Pretty much the story is all about ancient China. Okay, there's a lot of, so if you're not familiar with Chinese history, then all of this, all of these characters and the character names will just fly off your radar. I mean, who cares? I'm just here for the gameplay, right? Although it does, per each mission or per each skirmish, the game will tell you. I mean, what are you fighting
Like
for?
Jesus.
What's the current situation? Oh, yes, sir. What?
No, I said it looked like Jesus.
He
That
is
kid from the screen.
he's Chinese Jesus. Okay, it's Jesus. uh, uh, Jesus spells like a Jesus. Jesus. That's how you spell it in Chinese. All right. Um, so there's like I think there's like 10 main characters that you can choose. I think there's a few unlockables there, so you can only choose one, and each one of these characters have their own pros and cons. Sometimes one character will have like better attack but less defense or less speed. Some will have good defense but poor attack or poor speed. Some will have good speed but mediocre attack and defense. And some characters are a little bit more rounded. It doesn't really matter which character you choose because by the end of the day, it's just you versus a bunch of enemies. So nothing, nothing out of the ordinary here. Just mash away. Press. Just keep pressing yeah, just keep pressing square or circle. Really, just beat the hell out of the enemies that comes right off your way. Okay. Um, the grunts will have a few health meters. Every once in a while, you'll encounter like a mid boss or or a an enemy lieutenant that has a little bit more HP, and you cannot really advance through the map without facing certain enemies. I tried going to the main boss um, as fast as I can. However, the stage is pretty much locking me up because apparently I need to defeat a certain enemy lieutenant before the game will open up the pass for me before I can get to the boss. Um, Depending on the difficulty here, it can take you like an hour or two just to finish one mission. Seriously, my advice. So when I play this, because my first Muso game, my first Dynasty Warriors game was Gundam. Sarosi knows this. Dynasty Warriors Gundam. That's my first Dynasty Warrior. So I'm a little bit more. So going with that game and then playing the very first Dynasty Warriors Muso game, I'm like, okay, I think I know what I'm in for. It is very simplistic here. Like for all of the glamour and all of the attacks and all of the options that you can get playing Dynasty Warriors Gundam, none of that here. This is very primitive. So this was still very on the very primitive stage. Dynasty Warriors, nothing but square, square, square. I mean, there's no variety of movement here because with Gundam, at least by pressing a combination of square, triangle, and circle, you'll get a few combo links. Here, none of that. If you keep pressing square and then keep pressing square, that's it. You'll have a five link combo. Pressing circle will perform your special move. Um, there's also an option of you using arrows, assuming you can get far enough away from the enemies for you to have to get the opportunity to use arrows. Because when you use arrows, it shifts to first person view. Because if you're looking at the gameplay, it's very third person view. But by using the arrows, it shifts to first person, and it will make you manually aim where the arrow where you want to shoot your enemies, and it's very very slow. And the arrows like you only got what 20 arrows each. Every once in a while, the game will award you with health, plus defense, plus arrows, projectile. Um, I mean, if you are playing like those basic hack and slash, no, not hack and slash, those basic beat 'em up games back in the 90s, this is not that different, really. The difference now is rather than you going in a side-scrolling action, this is more 3D. Another nitpick that I might say about Dynasty Warriors 2, and this is a nitpick that they pretty much got rid of with the succeeding Dynasty Warrior games. It's the camera. Like, even okay, so I have the controller, right? So if you press the left analog stick, it will rotate the camera. For some reason, and you cannot really change the option here, the option settings. If you keep pressing square, your you would think that your character will just be stationary, attack in a straight line. However, whenever you do that, the camera automatically spins you around. It follows your character in a different angle, so it's a little bit confusing because at the same time you want to make sure that you're hitting the same enemy repeatedly, but because the camera is spinning around, your character also spins around. Like, for example, like if I'm fighting someone up front, even if I keep pressing even if I keep pressing square, not pressing anything else, the camera will automatically rotate, makes me hit the other enemy. That's not my target, and it's really annoying. So all the while, you want to make sure that you're also holding the left analog stick to make sure that you're still hitting the same enemy that you want. It doesn't have an like an auto aim. How in some video games that you can choose which enemy that you want to target. Here, none of that. 'Cause, hey, it's a whole game. You just want to hit anyone you want to hit. You know what I mean? Um, for the very first Dynasty Warriors game, I'd say it's not bad. Um, I'm only complaining because I played a very much more refined Dynasty Warriors gameplay, and then coming down to this is a little bit primitive. But if you're gonna, but if you're coming out of the '90s beat 'em up games, coming to the PS2, this is a nice upgrade for what it was at the time. Guys, thoughts?
Nice, nice. Yeah. Before I give my thoughts, I just want to shout out to Sir Baron Riker in the chats. Hello, sir. And also, Sir John says, Dynasty Warriors franchise is too violent. I replied by saying, I hope it does not get banned. I like Dynasty Warriors. And then he says, oh my God, violent and Chinese culture propaganda. Whoever plays this game must be a spy.
A
PH
Chinese
authority
spy.
will be knocking on your door when you play.
Should be
I
banned.
played. I have not played this one, but I have played Dynasty Warriors, and I just googled it now just to because it's still ongoing. It's up to I think the latest
The
one
very
was
popular franchise, yes.
yeah, it was the last one was last year was released Dynasty Warriors Origins, and pretty much everything you said, Sergio. How like you, you just go through and just it's hack and slash all three of these. It's quite fun, even though it is repetitive. For me, I did quite find it quite fun. But I want to maybe hear Sir Rosie your thoughts. I believe you've played Dynasty Warriors. This one particular.
Yes. I think way back 2003. I only know Dynasty Warriors in PS1 as a fighting game before. So when I saw this on PS2, whoa, and then the kill count, whoa, and the horde of enemies, whoa. And of course, you're at first I never it's hard for me to understand what's going on. Why there's so many? Why am I dead already? And then once I got the necessary kill count, and then of course look at those people. They most probably they didn't know they signed up for. You started to feel remorseful of your actions. But
Oh yeah, I
it
forgot to
was
men-
it was a
I
good
forgot
game.
to mention. I forgot to mention. There's no defend. There's no shield
No
here.
blocking.
Your opponents
No
can shield. Your opponents can use defend. Your character does not know how to defend. It's just attack and attack and attack and attack.
All gas, no
Uh,
brakes. ASO one.
yeah, that's correct. Sir One, thoughts? Dynasty Warriors 2.
When this popped up on the thing, I played a little bit of it because I have it, but it was still too much. Like how you were talking about the controls. Like literally, I'm just spamming square. If I had a turbo button controller, bam, just hold it and just fucking fight away.
Yeah, just hold it.
And just fight away. The last, game that I played that was this style was the one for the Switch, the Hyrule Warriors. Like that's the
Oh
last.
yeah.
That's the last style that I played. But I do need to get into Dynasty Warriors because it does look fun. Just, at the time of playing games, like it wasn't just something I was interested in. There was other things to play, stuff that that can get banned around this bitch.
Now that you mention it, it's a beat 'em up. So I was recently playing Gundam Breaker 4. It's such a revolutionary to think. For me, it is still a Dynasty Warrior game, a beat 'em up game. There's not so many enemies, but they are at least kind of a smarter. You defend, they defend, but once you have destroyed them, you will acquire their parts and upgrade
cool.
it,
Correct.
make your own gunpla, your own style.
Nice.
It's infinite.
But what this game reminds me of, though,
this was
Soul Calibur.
the inspiration of the
Soul
battle of
Calibur.
the gameplay.
Oh, like Soul Calibur.
I mean,
Just
if
how
if
he's
Soul
playing with
Calibur
Flash.
came up with something like this, like like a Muso style, why not?
So just like this
agree.
person right here,
They should make one of it for it. Yeah, I agree.
Now I'm gonna play Soul Calibur Switch Online.
So Rosie, Sir Baron Raka says, wow, si Rosello, lol, now kalang napansin, lol. And Sir Richard says, still under Koei as Koei Tecmo,
Koei
this game
Tecmo.
is known for romancing the Three Kingdom War.
Correct. What else to say about this game? Yeah. I mean, one mentioned Hyrule. Would have been nice if you can actually it's actually Link fighting a horde of enemies, right?
Yeah.
I think one of the Star Wars game came out like something like this. One of the Jedi's and then a bunch of clones and a bunch of droids, and you're just slicing and dicing away with your lightsaber. Would be nice.
And then blocking your saber, and it will deflect.
And it will deflect, and you can use the force to to spin your throw and spin your lightsaber around for multiple kills. Oh no, a video game that that encourages killing. Oh god, a violent game should be banned. All right, I think that's it.
I think on that note, it's time for shameless plugs. But before I do, I want to thank Sir Richard Ryan, Sir Marlon, Sir JDM, Sir John, Sir Baron Riker, Sir Viraj, Sir Dan, Mummy Jane, as well as Miss I for all your comments. Also want to thank the panelists, Sir Joel, Sir Rosie, Sir Juan, Sir Joe, for giving their thoughts on the PS2 launch titles we went through. Very, very special thank you to you all. Sir Juan, where can they mad your den?
Before that, though, but PS2 best-selling game of all time, GTA.
Still. Still.
But on that note, you guys can find me here with the Timeless Gamer panelists. First Saturday of the month on Smattery's on SST, and then I'll pop in occasionally on the new Otaku Knots when that comes up. Kind of learning and throwing my 2 cents on the topics. But all social media platforms, you guys can find me under the Raiders. Gaming console platforms, the Raiders as well.
Thank you, Sir Juan. And just to shout out to Sir Juan, thank you for the opening theme song for Otaku Knots. It's really super catchy. Really, thank you for that. So Rosie, where can they gran your Turismo? Oh, you're on
Mute.
Sorry. So Rosie.
Sorry. Yeah, they can find me on Twitch, secondary Facebook. Yeah, it's likely. I don't do much live, but when I made some reels, I posted on TikTok. You can find me Risk 4 Plays. That's RISK number 4 and play PLAYS. Can also can check me on Instagram or Threads. I'm there, and I'm actually uh concocting. I'm cooking a new content, probably Gundam builds, and of course, while I still have this with me, I'm probably gonna play RE VR and Gran Turismo 7 VR.
Nice.
Which RE
Very
game
cool.
are you gonna play in VR?
Um, it should be 4, but I'm not sure if it's a region lock. RE4.
I don't think
So
so.
there's no you can download the VR mode of RE4, but you can't see it. Can't even play it. So I don't know where to get it. So I have no choice but to, play the village.
Village is fun. Like I like that one.
Mm.
But I was hoping that they do it for 9. Dude,
Although
Requiem. Oh my god.
although it's been a while since I played Resident Evil, because my first RE was 5, and then I went back on 3, 2, and then 1, so and then 6.
Best
But
one.
I never played the new 3 RE. So
Well, I will give you this
and
recommendation: Resident Evil Code Veronica, PS2.
oh yeah, I played that. I played that with infinite magnum ammo.
Wow.
I played that and finished it with infinite magnum ammo. Then
The only way
yeah,
to play using cheats. Ain't nobody got
yeah,
time to grind.
yes, and yeah, this is my first time on playing Resident Evil Village with a VR. So yeah,
Oh, that's gonna be scary.
it
Fun.
sounds exciting. So
That's yeah.
this is where I will approach the newer Resident Evil titles.
Yeah, nice. And nice Demon Slayer shirt, by the way. So Rosie, thank you so much
Oh
for
yeah,
joining us.
thanks. I
So
never
Joe,
watched Demon Slayer, but yeah,
that's
I've
funny.
seen a lot. Yeah.
You're not the only one. I haven't,
So,
I
so
haven't
Joe,
started
where
watching
can
it
they
either.
silent your scope?
Right. So you can still catch me here, guys, in this channel every Saturday, regardless of which show it is. Okay. Um every first Saturday of the month, we're doing Saturday Smart Talk. That show is reserved for wrestling. I think Sir Rosie will be a nice addition to that show whenever he's available. And then every third Saturday of the month will be reserved for Otaku Knots. That's the podcast that we reserve for anything anime and manga related content. And then every second and every fourth of the month will be reserved for Timeless Gamer Show, where we discuss anything about video games. Alrighty, so I'm here like almost Saturday, unless life gets in the way. Alrighty, back to you, Sir Irby.
Which it does.
Thank you, Sir Joe. I'm Ivy, your show captain for this day, and you can catch me on Saturday Spark Talk as well as the new Otakunuts podcast, as well as here on TGS. But yeah, next week, Saturday Spark Talk, we're going to do special Eddie Guerrero tribute. I've got a video lined up; it's all ready to go. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to the Timeless Gamer Show. I'm not sure if I need to plug the new streamer. What do you call it?
No, that's fine. Sir
That's
Joe
fine,
usually
that's fine.
does the feel for that one.
Yes, I don't know how
He's not
the
here.
spiel goes.
He's not
But
here.
anyways, thanks for tuning in to the Timeless Gamer Show, where our games and our bodies may grow out of date, but our gaming experiences will forever remain timeless. Catch you
Timeless
next
kitty.
time.
Timeless kitty.